Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Big Fellas, the successor show to Tavi Radio, which is now gone. I'm your host, Taviface. You can call me Tav. With me, I have my three co-hosts. First, starting off with Saber. Say hello.
Hello, I am Saber.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
That's all he is. My second co-host, Yuri.
Hello.
All right, and our third and final co-host, but certainly not least, last but not least, Terumo.
Yeah, it's me. Not really much going on, but I'm back, and that's you don't need to worry about it too much.
Live from the hospital bed, I believe. I'm kidding. But anyway, this is our new show, Big Fellas. Previously, we were all on Tavi Radio FM / just Tavi Radio, where it was a show about nonsense, a lot of nonsense regarding made-up lore and in-jokes. But this is now a more casual show, where it's just us kind of shooting the shit, interviewing people if we get guests on, talking about sponsors if we ever get one of those, just talking about what's going on. So yeah, they give context to what is going to happen to Tavi Radio. It's gone. I got rid of it.
It's canceled. Tab Radio is gone forever.
We got rid of it mostly because Sad AM, Lycan and I are pretty much not going to do that anymore. He quit not because he and I had a falling out. He and I still are pretty good terms and whatnot. Only because he just didn't want to do it. There's a lot of we didn't know what to do with Sad AM, and of course Tavi Radio, the original show that the four of us were on, just kind of was a really much a nonsense show full of in jokes and lore revolving this thing called the Taviverse. And while it confused some people, it was entertaining for a lot of people. But this is the show I guess I've been wanting to do for a while, where it's just us shooting the shit. So yeah, there's a lot of shit to be shot. Perhaps.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
Shit, there's lots of shit to be shot. I like that.
Yep, just shot the shit.
So,
Um,
anything else you guys want to add to your thoughts regarding? Actually, no. Let's have a prematorium for our old show, Tavi Radio, and your thoughts on that, even if it's minimal to kind of a blur. What do you guys think of our old show? You can be honest.
I honestly kind of miss it. I kind of liked making all the little art images and stuff with just our characters, and I kind of like just improvising just random bits of lore, either on Tab Radio itself, or even when I made guest appearances on Sad AM, which was also fun because it's fun kind of tossing around stuff with Lycan. But I mean,
I get it. It's in a way we were kind of acting and playing characters, which is something new to Big Fellows. We aren't our characters from Tavi Radio. This is kind of us as us. While I'm still called Tav, because I'm not going to put my real name out there. I'm not, Taverdius Funkel, the mean-ass son of a bitch that owns 2 pizzerias. This is just kind of me, Tav, the content creator.
Where some people died in.
Yeah, in the lore.
And I'm not the time traveling Saber that is able to make contact with other versions of myself from different dimensions. I'm just a guy with a laptop and currently a nomad for reasons that I'll talk about later. And right now I'm in a hotel room just because reasons.
Saber live from his hotel bathroom. He's sitting in the bathtub, I think.
Yeah, I'm playing Melty Blood right now.
He's at the Melty Blood setup. All right. Anything you two want to add, Terumo, Yuri?
No,
Jerry
I'm
first.
just, I am glad Tavi Radio's fucking dead. This is what I thought it was gonna be in the first place. I was confused the whole time.
She just stayed along for the ride. She just didn't know what we were really doing.
It's like when your
Yep,
friends
pretty
pick you
much.
up in a car, and you're like, "Oh, let's go hang out," but you guys drive we drive aimlessly for like hours.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
thought
that's
you were
basically what happened.
Yeah, you thought we were taking you to the fireworks factory.
Simpsons reference. But when are we gonna get to the fireworks factory?
Yeah, I thought we were. But now we actually
And-
are. Now we actually are at the fireworks factory.
Yeah. If
Yeah. Except it's all closed.
It's, maybe if we get a pretty big listener base / reader base, maybe they can make this fireworks factory of ours blow up, so to say. Get ourselves a few sponsors. Love to get a free razor from Manscaped. Just saying.
Wow, Jerome didn't even get to give his piece, and you're already wanting to shill.
Hey, listen, man, money.
I know. I like money too. I like buying games, and I like commissioning artwork. Okay.
Whoa, hold up. Who said anything about
Otacon,
games?
who's calling me? Oh
Wait, are you getting a phone call?
no, that was just a
Oh.
notification, which
Oh,
just
yeah,
happens to be the Metal Gear Codex.
Oof.
Oh.
We haven't heard Terumo. No, we haven't heard Terumo speak for a second. All right, Terumo. Sorry, I had to chill for a second. You know me.
Yeah, well, with Tavi Radio and Sad AM, I really wasn't that too much, involved with it. I appeared for like maybe 2, 3 episodes, but as I got a real, wow, what would be the word? It got real interesting, like every time a new one would come out, and it was mostly my go-to for, you know, uh, just in the morning, just listening to the podcast. And I guess I'll kind of miss it, even though I wasn't really that involved.
That's sweet.
Well, I
We
imagine.
like talking about you a lot.
Yeah, because you were kind of like. You're kind of like our living meme, but see, that's something we'll get into later. That's a topic for later down the line, literally. But yeah, I remember Terumo would always be like, "Tav, where's the new episode of Sad AM? Please, it's the only thing anchoring me to this mortal coil."
That's kind of nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's him,
It's
Kisaragi, who had appeared in a few episodes of the old Tavi Radio. Those two were pretty much like. Were they? I'd say like they were pretty much like fans of Sad AM. A new episode would come out. Turo would be like, "Oh boy, new episode," and then maybe like a couple days later after I dropped it, Kisaragi would send me a message, be like, "Hey, that new episode was pretty good. Thank you." He'd say stuff like that.
it'd be like the who stays up at 3 a.m. to watch a podcast. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
That's pretty much how that meme. That's pretty much how the meme was, especially when like we released at like weird hours. By the way, just to give context to Sad AM, the whole reason why it's called that is because we record it on a Saturday morning, but we'd always miss the mark at actually releasing the episodes on a Saturday morning. So,
Yeah, usually like in my time it would be kind of like mid morning afternoon sort of, but usually I would listen to it like at work, like on my lunch break.
yeah, honestly, like that's even if it's like 2 or 3 people saying like, "Oh yeah, let me know that episode of the podcast is pretty good, man," or people asking for audio only versions of it. That always felt always a confidence booster. So
Yeah, it is. I like it. It's the same with like art and stuff. When people are like, I like, you know what, like, a really good compliment is when someone draws something. I love it when someone says that whatever I drew is hot. That's like the top compliment.
You ever draw an OC and someone's just like, God damn, I'm gonna fuck that OC.
Yeah, those are like really top tier.
I can see that. I can see that being a thing. Anyway, we're gonna have our first intermission, and when we come back, we're gonna start with a game. I don't have a name for it, but you know, excuse us. I want to play a game. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out for a short smoke break.
You're always smoking. You're always going out there just to smoke a cigarette. You go through like 12 packs a day. What is wrong with you?
Hey, whoa. This is only my third pack today, and I gotta make sure I finish this by the time I get back.
Come on, man. You know it's not good for you.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, with how much smokes you're probably buying a day, packs, cartons even. I bet all the money I PayPal'd you went just to smokes and not actually what you wanted for an intended purpose.
When I said I wanted that McChicken, I lied. It was actually 2 packs of cigarettes. But you know what? Maybe I'll quit the smokes if there's a nice sponsor out there willing to put me on a new addiction. You know, maybe put me addicted to those. What are those things the kids are listening to? The Raycons, or you know, kids nowadays are shaving.
Audible.
No, give me addicted to some audiobooks. But for real, if any sponsors want to cure my addiction, email us at bidfellabiz@gmail.com. Thank you. Alright, intermission over. That was our quick ad break. Hell of an ad, huh? Nothing. So, we're going to play a game. I don't have a name for the game yet at all. But here's what's going to happen. We all have questions ready to ask another person. But that person's going to be random, starting with me. So I'm going to ask whoever this wheel I spin lands on. And then X person gets to do a coin flip on who the next interviewee is. So on and so forth. I guess I'll call it the interview game. This is the interview game. It's only going to be played like once. Guarantee.
Just once?
Guarantee you your money back.
Guaranteed your money back. You can buy it now at Target.com on the shelves. It's a board game. I sold the rights to it while we were talking about it. I'm kidding. I wish.
We don't have it. No, don't go to your local Target.
Don't harass your Target employee. Anyway, time to spin the wheel. So I got Yuri. I get to ask Yuri questions. This will be fun.
Okay.
So my first question for you. Are you ready? That's not the actual first question.
I think so. Yes, it is. Now you got 4 left.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, what do you do online? Because you didn't explain that during the little introduction at the beginning of the podcast.
Right. I didn't say anything because I was going to save it for this. I mostly do art. I draw lots of stuff. I like to draw fan art. I draw my original stuff. I'm mostly on Twitter, sometimes on Pixiv. And I also like to do pixel art and kinda sorta make video games-ish. I haven't made one yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's what I like to do online.
So my next question is, this is going to be really fun for you. How did you meet? Who did you meet in here first, and what's your story about it?
I can't believe you asked me that one. It's
funny.
Tav.
It'll be funny.
It is funny. It is very funny. I met Tav first. I met okay, we both met in high school. We do not live in the same country. We met online. And I had just started doing commissions, art commissions, and I was really, really desperate for clients. Because no one was commissioning me. And I was really desperate to make some money. So I went onto my twitter.com and I typed into the search bar, quote, looking for artist, unquote. And I scrolled through until I found someone with an anime profile picture who did not have a reply to their tweet. And I found Tavs, which was 6 weeks old, I think, at the time.
Yes, I was gonna say it was a very like month-old tweet that I'm surprised anybody responded to. If anything, I had forgotten about it too.
Yeah, and I replied to him, and I said, I think I can do what you're looking for. And it was pretty much like, you know, I did some work. I did some work for him. It took him a fuck ton of time to pay me, and it pissed me off. And somehow, in that couple of months that I was angry at him, we became friends.
I'll say my side of the story a bit. Yes. So people on fucking Twitter can cancel me. You didn't pay your artist tab. Oh no. Okay. I was like young. I was about to turn 18. Like about to turn 18. I was 17 still. We were in high school. I had the money at that point. I'm like, no,
You did?
I did, but not when I tweeted it out first.
Oh, okay.
So that was like the month ago, and then this is during a time when I lived with my father, and he was very much into the whole like, you cannot be trusted with money phase. He's like, you cannot be trusted with money. Give me your money. I'm like, no. I was like, no, but I lived in his house, so, you know, it's either that or face his wrath. Not to say that my father was a bad person. It's more or less just like, you know, let's cause less trouble for myself.
It's just the meme of just like would they edit in a hand reaching out. It's like, you think you are safe.
Yeah, exactly. So when I tweeted that out, I still had control over my teenage self's like money. But when Yuri messaged me like 6 weeks later, I was like, that's like literally I think the night before, or like a couple, like either a days later or something. My dad's like, give me your money. I'm gonna save it for you until you go to like college or whatever, or leave the house to go to college or whatever. So I did that, and I honestly felt really bad because I was like, I still don't have like control of my money because I worked at my dad's company that he worked for, and every paycheck, because he was pretty much like one of the head honchos of the place. He would essentially keep my paycheck, and then when I finally got it, I'm like, the first thing I did was actually pay Yuri after like I think
like a month. It was like a month or two.
It was like a month or two, and then then we became friends because we had a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I did find out that that's usually how long companies take to pay you when you do stuff for them. So
I'm no company. I'm just a muck.
Yeah. You legally did not really do anything wrong.
I still felt really bad, which is why sometimes on Twitter, I would just avoid going on Twitter sometimes. And like, I was so afraid to tweet out. So afraid like, so you got time to tweet, but not to pay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's
look what you've done.
That's our story. And now, whenever I want high quality art done, I immediately go, I'm like, Yuri, I got an idea.
I'm your go-to pal.
But yeah, you can. That's the story. All right, third question. To give context to people, I didn't write 5 questions. I wrote 5 questions for each person each, in preparation of who I would get.
Oh.
So
smart.
I've got a napkin.
From the time I've known you, your artwork has certainly evolved. do you think you could ever face the demon that is the first drawing of TV My OC?
No.
Do
No.
you ever think you can face that demon again?
I don't want to, that's for sure. I think I actually have the file somewhere on an old USB stick, but I don't want to find out.
Okay. But my bigger question is,
Oh, it's
what has been like your big help and step towards developing the art style that you have now? Because I will say this, versus that, and then modern, the most recent artwork of like TV, it is completely changed.
I guess I stopped trying to be so different and unique with my art style. Because I was in a, like, at the time I had friends who were, like, really, like, anti, like, anime. They, like, didn't want their art to look like anime, and I tried to do the same thing. So I, like, tried to do, like, pseudo-anime styles and stuff like that. And then when I sort of just gave up on that and started drawing however the hell I felt, like, I just got better from there.
That's good. It's the whole high school mindset, because, like, you know, you get the high school art teacher be like, so you draw anime, huh? And then, like, then she just judges you, and then, like, that kind of leaves a whole negative stigma against anime. But now anime is a thing everybody wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
we've come full circle in a way, because I would say in the early 2000s to mid 2000s of American animation, a lot of like things tried to copy the anime look, and then for a while anime was seen as a stigma, but now we welcome it again.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. Anime's great. I waste my life on it.
I agree.
Okay.
I've spent...
No, don't finish.
Alright, let's go.
No, finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, I've spent money on anime, so... it's been worth it so far, I think. Mm-hmm.
Name my first daughter Annie Mae. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna.
Please don't actually do that.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, please don't.
No, I'm gonna name my first kid Thanos. T-Hanos.
Theodore
Hano.
Tihanos. My name is Tihanos.
No, I'm kidding. Imagine going to... See, our generation's gonna be so fucked when it comes to kids. Imagine going to, like... Imagine you're a parent, you're dropping your kid off, or, like, I do, like, parent-teacher orientation, and some kid goes up to the class, hello, my name is Carcat Williams.
Oh, no!
Imagine your kid is named after, like... You had kids in your kids' class named after, like, Homestuck characters.
No.
Nah, the car cats are all, like, probably, like, 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, you're right. No, we're gonna get characters like, hello, my mom named me Arturia Pendragon. Or like,
Yeah.
my dad named me, what's a Genshin Empath name? Hello, I'm Zhong Li, and it's some fucking white kid.
My name is Xiao.
Hello, my name is Amon Gus.
No.
God, it'll be a generation full of, like, anime meme names.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Poor kids.
It'll be funny, because then, like, that
Well,
generation...
everyone's gonna be like that.
I mean, we've
That generation will either be known for changing their names legally when they're old enough, or they won't change their names, but their kid's name will be like old-fashioned, like old-timer names, like McCarthy,
like
or like
Barrel.
Yeah, like Barrel, McCarthy.
I mean, we've already
Gretchen.
established that we're past the generation of, or that we've already encountered the generation of, like, people named after Harry Potter characters.
Yeah, but but they're British, you know. Harry Potter characters have, like, kind of
British
relatively
normal names.
British.
Harry,
Are we gonna?
Harry, Ronald.
I thought you said we weren't gonna
Those are
get
normal
political.
names.
Now you're bringing up the British.
British. Guys,
The
there are
British are inherently political.
guys, there are people outside my household. It's the Welsh. It's the British. All right. Oh, completely off topic, but back to my questions for Yuri. So, do you still drink milk?
Yes, I do. I like to have a nice glass of lactose-free milk once in a while with my Oreos or with my breakfast.
Did you know Oreos were vegan?
Yes, I did, actually.
Well, they're not keto.
God damn it.
They're also probably not kosher.
You know, if a rabbi came to the Oreos factory and blessed it, then it'd probably be kosher. But I don't think he does that.
True. Are they, what's the other one?
Halal?
Yeah, I was gonna say haram.
No, I think Oreos are haram, but they're not halal.
Aw, boo.
If there's any viewers that could correct me, I'd actually like to know because now I'm interested, but I'll probably Google it after this.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's you can answer that in the comments.
Like and comment and subscribe.
Oh, thank you. You know, it has been a good 15 minutes since I've last shilled. Thank you, Saber. Alright.
Alright.
My
That
last
was the
question.
Last question for me? Oh, there's another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I've only done like...
4?
This is my 4th one, but this is my last one for you.
Okay.
Where can people find you? And are your commissions open because you're an artist?
They can find me on twitter.com at zyxy_Yuri. That's basically where I am most of the time, pretty much. Almost exclusively, really. And I do not have a commission post, but I am always open for inquiries, and I can always give a quote.
Call now for a free consultation.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
This podcast is sponsored by Yuri's Commissions.
It's not like...
Commission me.
I wouldn't say we're sponsored by her commissions. We sponsor her commissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys pretty much do.
The Big Fellow sponsors Yuri's commissions.
Damn it, I'm out of drink.
I gotta get more of that Code Zero, bro. But alright. Yuri, it's your turn to either flip a coin or to make the two boys verbally Rochambeau or rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
Or
I'll
for our
flip a
Aussie
coin.
audience, if there is at least one of you, scissor, paper, rock, because I know how they be.
Or John Kent, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, or for the Japanese audience, Jankin Ho, you know, or Jankin.
Alright, let's flip a coin. Heads is Saber, tails is Torumo.
How much you boys ever lost on a coin flip?
Heads.
My
I've
My
lost
virginity.
nothing.
I may have a gambling addiction, but I didn't lose anything in a coin toss.
True. Alright, let's see. So, let's start it off where we left it off for me. So, Saber, what do you do online and where can we find
Me?
you?
Okay. I'm a content creator currently on hiatus due to a series of personal issues, but I don't mind getting into it here. Usually, I've been Tav's editor for Meal Boy and occasionally the podcast episodes. Used to do some voice acting with an abridging group I used to be a part of. That all the content is now gone. A Bridge Rock Shooter, for those that know, Kisaragi knows. He actually followed the group before he and I even knew each other. So he was already like a fan of like our works, and then I told him that I was part of that. He's like, "Dude, I was a big fan. I was waiting years for the next episodes." So there's that. I did a lot of co-writing with that, as well as a few minor voice gigs here and there with that group. But that sort of just kind of ended up unofficially disbanding after the other main owner of the owner of the YouTube channel kind of just disappeared. I'm guessing from what I gathered in relation to like trouble that he ran into with Vocaloid, Yamaha, and all them. So he just kind of vanished, and that project ended up going nowhere. But I guess he just signed on and just like deleted everything on the channel, so you can't find any of our episodes anymore. But yeah, so usually I've just been stuck to editing or even making a few little like banners and stuff for kind of just mainly my friends, but I haven't done anything productive in a while because first I was consumed with a lot of work, and then I ended up having to move out of my house because we had been evicted during the lockdown, I'll say. So, yeah.
Damn. You've been up to a
currently
lot.
I'm kind of building my own like a shed as a house, so like a tiny home sort of deal, just to be like my both place to sleep, but also a place where I can have like an office setup.
I kind of want a tiny home. I'd like to live in one of those. They seem nice.
as long as you know how to build it right, because right now we're dealing with leaks because it's been raining, so I got to find out what the source of all that is. But yeah, but I'm hoping to try to get back into my editing gig and maybe a few other things. So I've had possible thoughts of doing editing commissions, but I need to make sure I'm at a steady place that I can do those consistently. But if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at Nihilist Saber. I'm just around for mainly like the art and stuff. You can find my YouTube channel. There's not much to see on there as of now, and yeah, those are the main places I'm at, or just if I'm not gaming or anything.
Sounds like fun. So, let's see. What would be another one? Let's see. Okay, I'll throw you a curveball. If you were stranded on a desert island, what would be the 3 things you could bring with you, non-survival equipment?
Oh
shit!
So you can't. Good. So you can't. So you can't say I'd bring wood and rope and whatever.
Could I bring a gun with ammo?
Yes, but that would account for 2 items.
Okay.
No, each bullet counts for 1 item.
you get a gun and 2 bullets.
Damn, Resident Evil really changed up its inventory management.
Let's say
like a box of ammo and a gun would be 2 separate things.
Yeah.
Okay, and third thing probably. That's a tricky one. You really did throw a curveball at me.
Yeah! See? I looked up a list of questions to ask people on podcasts.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a good question, but I guess something to kind of document my experience while stranded until I make it out, I suppose. I'm not sure if that would be like a journal or an audio recorder or like a little camera or something, but I don't know, something to sort of just document my survival, or to document, inevitably when they find my body and they just see a skeleton holding a gun and a little camera, then they can piece together what happened.
Sounds like a plan, at least. Alright.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, you're on that deserted island for a good time. Okay. What is a funny event or a recent experience that you can recount for us?
Funny, huh? Well, it obviously can't come from my own mouth, but...
This is gonna be good. I know what it is.
I already know what it is too.
Oh, no.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what it is?
I'm guessing, just jog my memory. If you...
Did it happen Saturday night?
Did it happen with a certain battle royale?
Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I guess this is considered pretty recent. I was playing Warzone with Tav and Terumo. And yeah, shit got really crazy. I did try to record it. I did try recording it, but all of the audio got so fucked up. So all I have is just the video. I mean, if you want me to, I could just like redo all the sounds myself and try to remember off the top of my head what Tav and Terumo were saying or what I was saying, because I can't even remember. I don't even remember if I ate this morning, but you know, it was something. It was something that happened. Just, you know, some Warzone with the boys.
Or, there's also another thing, I think, way before that happened in the same battle royale, due to your name.
Oh, okay. Would I say like I guess I'd say there's just a wording for a minor slur or something. So in Call of Duty, you can actually set your username to kind of whatever you want, and that's kind of led to a lot of people making their names very offensive stuff lately. So like Activision's been trying to quote unquote prioritize, even though we all know Activision Blizzard doesn't really care about racial problems. They just care about money, but they've been trying to crack down on people with offensive names. I just happen to have what is Saber, or I guess like it's pronounced Saiba in
Saber.
Yeah. I just have like just the Japanese writing for that as my username, and I was just playing a match in Modern Warfare, and a guy on the other team just kept calling me a fucking
Baba Booey
because of my name. I mean, it happens a lot. Like a lot of people just get like confused that they see this guy in their team with moon runes. So they're like, what? It's like, what? We got some Asian guy on our team. And for context, I am Asian, but I'm half Cambodian. But you know, I'm not too offended by Asian stereotypes, because half the time Asian stereotypes are like really fucking real. My dad is literally the strict Asian dad, just mixed in with military stuff. But like, it's kind of just funny to me how people would just, you know, assume because they don't know who I am, so they just see my name, and I know I never really speak usually, so they don't know who's, you know, behind this account. And you know, most of the time you see that one person with like a Japanese or Chinese username and enter a game full of everyone with like English names, and then usually that's like, oh shit, we're fucked. But I'm such a bad player that like I subvert that expectation, you know.
Yeah, I've been playing lots of Monster Hunter lately, and I get a lot of Japanese people. Weirdly enough, I've gotten a lot of Spanish people and a lot of Japanese people joining me. And at first I was like, oh, like, cool, a Japanese person, they're probably really good. And we had this one person, like, made us fail the mission because they died, and I was so pissed, and they were Japanese. Subverted expectations.
Yeah, just like famous Roundhead director Ryan Johnson.
Hey man, I think the twist in Knives Out was pretty good.
I thought Knives Out was really good. I like it. Like, I guess you can say you definitely saw it coming. I can understand, but it was good. Knives Out was good.
No, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel.
Oh yeah. So
okay.
TLDR for those in the
question?
podcast, Saber got called a racial slur, and then he tweeted at Activision. Activision didn't care.
Yeah.
Boo.
I mean,
All right.
I mean,
Sorry?
okay. Off screen here, you can just kind of redact it as like a joke, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Activision Blizzard doesn't care, especially after that one guy did that thing and he said he supported Hong Kong. You can just censor that part with like a sound effect or something.
No, that's okay. I don't.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't really care if
We all hate Blizzard and Activision, right? We all hate greedy corporations.
Yeah.
I mean,
We all hate greedy corporations. By the way, if any of those greedy corporations want to give me money to play their game, go for it. Hit me up at bigfellabiz@gmail.com. Thank you.
Yeah, hit me up through him too. I'll do anything for money almost. But also fuck all of you. Okay, so that was my third question, I believe. Fourth question. What has been your most recent video game addiction?
Recently, it's just been Modern Warfare and Warzone, even though I suck at the game.
An addiction doesn't mean you're good at it.
Well, true. I mean, I kind of usually go back and forth between a lot of games, but it's been that with a mix of the Persona 5 franchise, and then just a bit of some other stuff. But recently, I tweeted this out, but I installed a solid state drive into my PS4, and before I did that, I switched over all of my game data onto two external hard drives, so I can just transfer them back and have all my data. One of my hard drives ended up bricking, and pretty much half of the games I had on there just bit the dust because it just didn't want to connect, it didn't want to fix or anything, and my only other choice was to format it, and even doing that, it's just like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, fam. So part of why I came to this hotel room is so I could try to re-download everything that I have, and I have mostly everything downloading. But yeah, it's taken me a while.
Alright, and let's see. What should I do for the last question? I didn't get this far in my train of thought. Let me throw you another curveball. Let's see. Oh, this one's funny. What the hell? Why is this one on the list? Okay, number 17. If you could get rid of any one state, what would it be?
Good question.
And I'm going to say U.S. states. I'm going to say a U.S. state, not state of depression or something.
Oh,
So.
well, that I have to work on myself. So, but I'd say Florida,
And why is that?
because people there are crazy, and aside from a handful of people like Eric Andre or Critical and some others, aside from them, like, just you can't really trust people down here. My aunt lived down there for a while, but then she moved back down here with a boyfriend of hers, and then a friend of his came down to kind of live with them, but both of them kind of ended up being really untrustworthy, and we just kind of one actually had to be expedited back to Florida because I guess he was under warrants or something, and then the other guy just kind of fucked off because he was cheating on my aunt, and those that know me personally know that I despise cheaters.
Oh, wow. And now you have a vendetta against the entirety of Florida.
Well, it's not more than that, but it's just kind of one example.
Yuri, look here. Listen.
Be glad you're up there in Canada, okay?
Listen. If you live outside Florida, then you have a vendetta against Florida. I think most Floridians have vendetta against their own state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
Everyone-
Cubans, because, you know.
Yeah, well, you know them Cubans and their coffee.
One thing about, you know, the Cubans and their sandwiches. Yes, I've seen Chef.
Have you seen Chef?
I have two.
Hey, this doesn't count as my question, but Taruma, have you seen Chef?
Borda's
I have
dead.
not.
I'm like looking at a list of U.S. states. I'm trying to see if there's a name I don't recognize.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
No, I recognize South Dakota because of Azure Lane.
God,
Delaware. I'd get rid of Delaware. What the fuck happens in Delaware?
what the hell happens in Rhode Island other than Family Guy? Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Remember that one time I was
Hey.
a cripple?
No!
Hey,
The
hey, in
moment,
this
the
contest,
moment, the moment you
in-
said Family Guy, you knew something was gonna come up.
hey, in this contest, Joe Swanson is a wheelchair-bound man, cop, police officer.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all coming.
Whoa,
Okay, well that was question number 5. So
5 questions. Wow, you really gotta work my brain here, huh?
Yeah.
yep, I could have stopped at 4, but I forgot that 4 was the minimum.
All right.
So
So
5 it is.
Saber, I guess you have to
Ask Tarumo.
interview Tarumo, and then Tarumo will have to ask me the golden questions.
Okay. All right. Well, first question, Tarumo. If you were gonna make love to a mermaid, would you rather be fish side top or fish side bottom?
Fish side top. I mean, at least
More,
I ain't gonna be I'm not gonna be sticking it in a fish on the bottom, alright?
you get more holes that way, right?
Does
Plus,
does this version like can it speak like a human? Is it like a mermaid that can speak, or does it just make fish noises?
If it's a human side is top, then yeah, it could speak like a person. It's not like, I mean, yeah.
But if the fish side
If
is
the
the
fish
top,
side is the top, then it's like those singing fish that you'd see hung up on the wall.
oh no.
does it have the same voice as the singing fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put a trash bag over it. I'll be fine.
Oh no.
All right. All right. Now that the serious question is out of the way, so what do you do on the internet?
Well, I mean, not much. I guess you could summarize my internet activity as going to check Twitter, seeing nothing interesting on Twitter, exiting out of Twitter, going to Facebook, nothing there, going to YouTube, nothing there, going to, let's see, what else? There's the Discord, and do stuff in there, and just a repeat of those few apps.
And what about your content?
Yeah, you could say my content's questionable.
Do you give us examples?
Well, whenever I plug in, where they find me, I'll just let them see the YouTube for what it is. Besides that, you could say I make porn in the downtime, if you can call it that.
Okay.
Actually, no, you could call it. I'm playing dress up with basically what are figures on my computer, is what you could sum it up as. Yeah, dress up, in quotation marks.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Pretty respectable business.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mhm.
You could say that. I don't think others would approve, but
Yeah, but who cares?
hey, this ain't about
Who
them.
cares what they think?
Yeah.
All right. let's see, what is this? The third question? Okay. Can you recall in can you kind of just summarize how you ended up getting involved with like each of us?
If I can remember correctly, it started out on iFunny, the first cursed app, and all the iFunny stuff. That was before everything else was implemented, so it was very bare bones back then. We were more or less interacting on each other's posts. Then they're like, "Hey, have you heard the freaking this cool app called Kicks out? It's easier than being on here." And everybody's seeing your messages. I'm like, really? Then we eventually went to that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we were in a few groups, and details start getting foggy from then beyond. I'm not sure why I left for the time being in the small time that I did, but pretty much that happened. Everybody moves on from Kick, thank God. And how did we come back to... Wasn't it...
We had Line.
Then it went to Line, yeah.
Linus Tech Tips.
And then... Yeah, we go to Line. Line is Line the app. And things go on smoothly from there. But then, like, Line sort of dies because we're like, hey, we could do all this through Discord and stuff. But in between all that, I'm pretty sure the Line days were when me and Saber and Tav were, like, I'd say Saber was more active on his YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
More active, like, well, he uploaded a few gaming videos and then, went on hiatus.
Yeah.
And pretty much potato, here we are today, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still use Line.
Yeah, that's how I
Damn.
contact Yuri most of the time. Do Line.
And
Linus
that's
Tech
how-
Tips.
That's how I contact my partner.
I don't even
Line is sets tips.
think I have it installed on my new phone.
I didn't install it.
Just to add to Saber making videos, I will still say that some of my favorite videos on YouTube is when Saber and Truma are playing like Call of Duty Zombies. I find that legitimately entertaining.
Well,
It's funny.
well, if my stuff if my stuff finishes downloading, I think that stuff can happen again.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Don't forget, I run a daycare, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what that means, and let's just leave it at that. Next question.
It's not bad if that's what you're thinking. It's a literal like.
It's literally just babysitting.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Truma's not Anakin
That's my
Skywalker. You
fault.
can't. It's not like you can't trust him around kids.
Yeah.
He's not going to murder the younglings.
Master
come on,
Skywalker,
Yuri.
what are we gonna do? All right.
Where's that question?
The next question. Okay. Yeah, the next question. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it this far. All right. If there was any specific content from any of us that you wanted, like maybe even just like a piece of content in specific from each of us, what would it be?
For Yuri, I really would have no, like, actual idea. Like, she's all art and stuff. Like, the video game she plays, really not interested in Animal Crossing, you know?
She
so-
plays more than Animal Crossing, man.
Well, I don't know what she plays, alright? Every
I
time,
play like Genshin Impact and Monster Hunter.
Apex
Genshin Impact, I
Legends
sleep.
sometimes.
Who is Genshin, and
Well, I guess-
why are people trying to impact her?
Tav, you were the Genshin Impact? But yeah, for Yuri, I guess.
Shout out to a friend of mine who
I
said
don't know.
that.
Maybe the Genshin Impact was the friends we made along the way.
Yuri could probably do something like, I don't know, the process of like when commissions come in, like and all that. I don't know.
Are you just saying that you want Yuri to draw porn?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you're-
saying how
He can
much
do that.
does commissions
He
cost?
can do that himself with his dress up games.
Yeah, I can play dress up, right? I could do that myself.
Yeah, I get it. Toy Tots, you're right.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Alright. Moving on from Yuri, I guess he just wants to commission her.
Just
Hey, my answer ain't done.
Oh,
As for Tavin's, Saber, maybe Saber can give his commentary on some games and stuff, or have a actual legit playthrough of something blindly. Maybe for Tav, he could do the Payday Iceberg or something.
well, I do have some new games.
don't act dumb.
I do have some new games that I haven't not played yet. So maybe I will, but my kind of commentary kind of tends to get boring. So I may try to throw in some pyrocynical or Too Mad style edits in there. Some Baba Boy kind of stuff.
Oh yes, my ears getting blown out every 2 seconds. I heard of
Baba
this Too Mad.
Baba boo.
What I'm saying is, everybody do an iceberg, right?
Yeah, I'll do an ice burger.
An iceberg lettuce
Iceberg.
on my burger.
How would you like if I just recorded myself in my backyard with the head of iceberg lettuce eating it like a fucking hippo in Africa? With a
Crazy ARG. The start of an ARG.
Speaking of which, I wanted to start my own ARG, but I just don't know of what. Is that all to your answer? Because I have a bonus question for you.
Yeah, that's all to my answer.
Okay, Turumo,
Yeah.
why do you need a medic bag?
Because I'm dying! Somebody drop a medic bag.
I'm dying.
As
I need
a
a medic
famous
bag.
as a famous philosopher once said, I sneed a medic bag.
Sneeze. For context to people who don't know, welcome to explain the meme. One of two most favorite games of all time is Payday, and then I guess you could argue like one of these center characters or playable characters, when he's down, he'll yell out Dallas. This is our boy Dallas, he's the one with the American flag clown mask.
He'll be
Alright.
edited in right here.
Yeah. He will yell when he's down, I need a medic bag! And the Payday fandom or community really likes it because it sounds funny.
It's funny, right? Now laugh.
To our audio listeners,
Uh.
love you to death. Laugh right now.
Please, God. This is comedy.
Comedy gold.
Alright. It's written all in my book, Comedy Gold. Okay. So that's our short segment of explaining the meme.
It's like, come on, guys, clap. What's stopping you?
Don't.
I don't know, I have my wrist pain glove
Damn.
on, so it's just gonna sound like this.
Just hit something with your head. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Just,
I
just
know
slam
how
my
that
head
sounds.
against my desk.
What?
What?
Don't act dumb. Okay, Turumo,
Don't act
your
dumb.
turn.
Alright. well, since everybody besides, the man himself, the man of the hour, Tav, let me just think of a question. Actually, yeah. Uh, so you work, right?
Yeah, you can say that. I do a little bit of working.
You do a bit of working, all right? How's the experience, all right? Would you what would you rate it if it was a 0 out of it's from 1 to
Oh,
10? What would you rate it? And give me an experience that gives it that rating.
I know what he's talking about.
Uh,
So
you know what? Yeah, Saber knows. Uh,
I've been
you
there.
know what? I'll just say what I do. I'm a Paul Blart for a discount department store. I'm Paul Blart, Kevin
We will
James.
not name said
Um,
store.
we can't name. I can't name the store because I don't want them finding this. So I will just say it's a discount department store. Um, there are good days where nothing happens. I will literally just stand out in the front of the store and like the person at Walmart just greet people. That's all I do on a really good day when no trouble's happening. I'd say those days are really slow. I would say maybe they're a good solid maybe 7, 6 out of 10 because nothing happens, but it's also super goddamn slow.
Yeah.
On a bad day where the local transient decides to walk in and try to rob from my establishment, then that's either he walks away and nothing bad happens, or he decides to choose violence, and then I will also, in response, have to choose violence. So on those days, I would say they're good, maybe 2 or 3 out of 10, 3 out of 10. So you know what? I have to give it a good 50-50 because that's what a lot of the job is sometimes. A solid 50-50.
It's a gamble.
So 5 out of 10. It's honestly a gamble, and especially since this company sometimes just does not care about its employees to an extent. And then if you're like me, I'm always the person who gets to be called in when someone calls out. And then when I try to call out, no one can cover me, so I gotta go in by force.
Yep.
And making me so angry.
I've been there.
Been there,
Right.
done
Especially
that.
since we got when I was still working, we had our new store manager who came from like this really small out of like bumfuck nowhere in some other state.
Swear what? Small what, Saber? What was that?
A small store, small undescript discount store out of bumfuck nowhere came in, and she's like, my store now. Everything you do, you're gonna do because that's how we do it where I am from. But we already did things differently from her store because we're a bigger store, and that means we face a lot more jobs to clean up and all that stuff. and we too have had days where it's just either they have to leave or things take a turn. But I had one interesting night with some wannabe thieves and some guy with an Audi.
God damn. A guy with an Audi, what the hell is he wants to steal from a discount store?
I don't know.
Stupid ass.
There were a bunch of guys who stole credit cards from their aunt. So they're out here grabbing name brand stuff like this one and this one. You can edit in censor sounds.
Yeah.
And
No, when you said the name of the store, I'm gonna have to put in the Baba Booey
do it. Just
sound.
use that as my censor sound.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of talking about
Baba Boy.
that store.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer is that it's a big 50-50 sometimes. I do like the people I work with, I just don't like our clientele. It's customer service I have to deal with sometimes. And,
People suck.
our clientele
Understandable.
our clientele thinks they're better than a lot of other people, or thinks they're better than the people working there because it's a discount store, and that make me so angry sometimes. And they'll be like, "Why don't you do anything?" I'm like, "I do a lot already, ma'am. You don't want to see me when I gotta step
You
in.
started sounding like my dad for a second there. It making me angry sometime.
I was trying to sound like an Italian. Shout out to my Italians.
You don't want to sneed me when I'm angry.
Shout out
You want to sneak?
Shout out to our audio listeners out there that also happen to be Italian. Love you to death.
Hey, any Italians want to sponsor the podcast at a pizza place? Hit me up at bigfellabiz@gmail.com.
All right. Well, on to my next question.
Yeah.
Would you say, yeah, speaking of like jobs and stuff, compared to previous jobs that you had, if you had any, is the pay any good?
The pay's not bad. I get paid a little bit more than the normal associate because technically, when push comes to shove, I'm the first line of defense for the store. So I get paid a little bit more, but it's not like very significant where it's a big difference or like manager rates. There have been other places that have treated me better. And I will say this for context that I don't work anymore. I used to work at an In-N-Out, which is a local burger chain only on the west coast of the U.S. And those places typically have paid a lot better, but that is a story for a different time why I don't work there. I hate food service.
Understandable.
But I need my chicken sandwich. But, you know,
Final answer.
that's my final answer.
Hit the buzzer.
All right.
I feel like Terumo's interrogating me like a police officer. He's got me hooked up to a lie detector. Saber's the man checking it. He's looking over at Saber like, is that the final answer? Is he telling the truth?
The numbers, Tav. What do they mean?
Right, third question then. As you know, it's coming around to be, I guess spring started already. I don't know how that works, but it's coming to be around summertime, right? What's your go-to method of dealing with mosquitoes and the summer heat?
California's so dry, we don't get mosquitoes. A lot of the times. Mosquitoes show up in like early spring. Like our mosquito season just passed.
Damn.
Like no joke, I don't deal with mosquitoes. We mostly just deal with flies, or because I live in a agricultural heavy town, we deal with like the big water roaches that are I think they're referred to in town as Chinese water beetles because they're not like normal cockroaches. Apparently they just wander inside looking for water. They don't actually want food, and they're also very, very dumb. And that's like the only mild pest that we see outdoors. But other than that, no mosquitoes, honestly. And if there is, mosquitoes don't seem to bother me at all, even though I'm a big... I guess you can call me a big fella.
Ooh, roll credits.
Invincible title.
Well,
I guess you can call me Invincible title screen, but it says big fellas.
Damn it, now I gotta look for the Invincible font and make a logo out of that. Thanks, guys. You're gonna give me more work now. Colorado's pretty dry, but we tend to get mosquitoes a lot, and they carry the West Nile virus, so there's that.
It's alright. Yeah. But anyway, my final answer is that mosquitoes don't seem to bother me. But if it's something my dad did teach me about mosquitoes, onions and garlic, if that's in your diet, they won't bother you. Or make sure you know the difference between a mosquito and a mosquito hawk. Mosquito hawks are those big-ass mosquito-looking things. They're way bigger than almost mosquito, but don't kill them because they'll take care of mosquitoes for you because they eat them.
Look, I'm just saying,
Nice.
if I see any big bug that I don't recognize, I'm killing that thing on the spot.
Or use your frog.
My frog has to wait. It waits for food. It's we literally bred these things so they're just lazy, sit there. They're like, oh yes, moisture, and wait for food. They ain't gonna go hunting now.
Weaponize your frog.
Just hold your frog up to it.
If only you've seen this thing try to eat what's in front of it. It's not the best. It doesn't have the best sight, let me tell you that.
Aww.
Frog.
It has poor depth perception.
Oh, all right. That's my final answer. Just onions and garlic.
Right.
Because apparently there's mumbo jumbo biology that works where mosquitoes don't like onions. I think it's a smell thing, or it's either a smell thing or something about your blood tasting not so good.
So
to
you
them.
gotta be a combination of Wario and Shrek.
Huh? One of my two of my favorite fictional characters.
All right.
2 of my mains in fighting games.
Wario and Shrek.
Shrek in fucking whoa, what was the Shrek fighting
Shrek
game?
Super Slam.
Shrek Super Slam. You main Shrek and Shrek Super Slam.
All
Yes,
right.
I'm watching
All right.
little.
All right. Someone has to draw a fusion of Shrek and Wario.
That's probably real. You gotta Google images
You
and
can probably
find
find
that,
that.
bro.
Go to
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt and probably find that.
Yeah, that's already in existence.
Schwario.
So I was watching a
Correct.
documentary. Apparently, there's an entire tournament and stuff that was based and that's the only game that they had was Shrek Super Slam. They had a tournament, like people actually were like maining this person and how this person has a infinite, like if you do it correctly. Oh,
I
interesting
unironically
stuff.
loved Shrek Super Slam though. I like King of the Hill. That was fun.
I'm a member of the Discord server that's dedicated to Shrek Super Slam online tournaments. I'm still in that Discord server, and I will sometimes tune into whenever they're streaming to support the very small scene that is. And there's an actual tier list, tech guides, everything on YouTube, and it's very fascinating. Shout out to the Shrek Cord.
Yeah. Alright, like tier lists aside, I played Human Fiona, the Unicorn, and I think it was the Witch, the one with the purple hair. I don't remember what she was called. Those were the 3 I played all the time.
I think the Witch is a high tier. Everything else was, I think.
I thought the Unicorn would be a high tier. I remember the Unicorn being a fucking bitch.
No, the top tiers are Gingy, Puss. I believe this last time I checked, it was Gingy, Puss in Boots, and like the
Red
Little Red
Riding
Riding
Hood?
Hood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I literally, one of the first things that came up when I looked up the game was a tier list, and Red Riding Hood is banned, Gingy is S+, Human Fiona, Robin Hood, and one of the baby dragons is S, the witch is S-, and then, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots is a C tier. He
Damn,
is
he
the
sucks.
bottom of the barrel.
I know Shrek and
Fucking
like the
sucks.
Executioner are bottom tier.
Yeah, they're like B. They're like not very good.
All right, no more Shrek Cord talk. That's for a different episode. All right, two more questions. Answer. Question me, man. You can't lock me up.
My last question is, will we ever, and dare I say it, dare it even like be a possibility in this in my lifetime, will we ever see all the Tavi Radio episodes remastered?
No.
Tavi
No,
Radio?
I don't give my consent.
Tavi Radio, the original that we were all on?
The original mastered audio and everything.
Honestly, I had to say no because I don't have access to any of those old audio file / video file stuff. If anything, it'd probably be remastered video, but honestly, like we would never see it. I will say this: there's a chance that we can see my smoked edition quit. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. There is a chance that we can see Saturday M be re-released through audio formats, though. Well, it's not like and I don't talk. It's more like just me requesting him and him actually doing it.
All right. Well, go ahead.
No, because every episode of Saturday M he has in a hard drive that he buried in the Swedish wilderness. I'm just kidding. He has them in his desk.
I was gonna have another small question, but
No, go for it. Go for it.
no, I had the question, but now I can't remember it. Is the thing.
God damn. Okay. Any other questions?
Besides the one that I forgot, not really.
If you remember it, if you remember, I'll throw it in by the time we're done with like whatever. Because I think if there's no more questions to be asked, I believe we're done with the game.
Game over.
Ah.
Game over.
Oh.
Shrek time. So I believe with no more questions to be asked, the game is over. No one won a prize, as there was no prize. It was just more or less kind of interviewing and getting to know us as hosts. So now the viewers know us a little bit
The
more.
hosts with the most.
Mhm.
So now, you viewers and listeners now know us a little bit more. We're now, I guess you could say we're now acquaintances in a way.
You know us as actual people
I
and not
wouldn't-
just characters. Except for
Yeah,
Yuri,
I mean, I
she's
wouldn't-
always just been herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a parasocial relationship. We don't know you exist and you are friends with us.
I wouldn't trust you guys. I
That's
wouldn't
how this
trust
works.
I wouldn't trust the viewers with my wallet, but I would trust you to hold my spot in line for something maybe. If I gotta take a piss in the middle of waiting for the checkout line at Walmart, I trust the viewers to hold my spot in line while I go piss. But I wouldn't trust you to call an ambulance, but not for me, for you.
For you.
For you.
Dare I say it? They now know us as big fellas.
Yeah, they know us as the big fellas. But regardless of all that, it is time for us to hee-ho and go.
He to the hoe, and we gotta go.
Wait, before we go, I forgot to also add. You can find me at at the Crack Snaker on Twitter, and if you wanna go sub to my YouTube, it's in the description. Yeah, that's it from me.
Saber, how dare you not ask him that? Wait, no. I think Saber did ask you. It's just that
Yeah.
you're like, I don't,
You
I
just
don't really make
forgot.
good content or
Yeah,
something.
you just kind of like half
Yeah.
plugged it. You just said just like in the description. You were just kind of like merchant bio and not really saying anything.
Well, let's be honest. No one's gonna sub for that content anyway. So
No,
it's
I
fine.
sub for that content. I love your content. I love your tweets. Anytime Turumo tweets, I'm like that meme like, hey babe, wake up. Another Turumo
You basically
tweets.
made it a segment on Sat AM just to read Terumo's tweets.
It's gold. It's honestly like I'm like an 1900s gold miner in California, and every time Turumo tweets, it's like I just found another nugget.
I mean, at least his tweets are like interesting. Mine are just nah.
Mine are just kind of like shit posts. I'll just be like, Borfstar, more like Barfstar, these nuts or something.
That's all mine
our-
are though. If you really
Our
think about
recent
it.
No, yours are.
yeah, a recent interaction. You're like, my name is D.
No. We don't. We're not gonna talk about that until the Nets episode when we have more time.
Bye-bye.
But that's it. That's gonna be the end of it all. Thank you for everyone for listening. I intended this to be a shorter episode, but we'll see how much I cut down. If I do cut things down, there's not going to be an uncut version. It's just cutting out a lot of dead air and whatnot.
The uncut
So
version will just
Don't be
the uncut version will just go on someone else's
don't be
channel.
putting this in the Lost Media Wiki.
The uncut version is going on my
Okay.
channel.
I remember the question now, but
Oh.
it's over.
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
All right, so the question that I was going to ask you that I forgot previously, would you consider what is it? What was it? It was something.
No. What was it? Consider
No,
what?
wait, yes. No, wait, yes.
Don't act dumb.
I forgot it now. It was something to do with your channel, but I forgot it. It was
Oh,
something on there that used to be on there anyway. This thing, would you consider it lost media? Is what I was essentially trying to get at.
Oh! Are you talking about my old fighting game videos?
Yes.
They are not lost media. They're just privated.
Interesting.
So what Turumo's asking is that on my channel, I think during my high school years, along with the Mule Boys, which is what I used to do, and I still want to do. I'd say Mule Boys been on a bit indefinite hiatus. There were I would do fighting game videos, and I try to do daily commentary fighting game videos over gameplay of me playing BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm Extend, and other games. I think I also tried doing like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. There's a bunch of these commentary videos, I guess you'd call them, where I just talk over the gameplay and comment like I'm fucking trying to be Maximilian Dude. That's literally my inspiration for those videos, and I also wanted to try to upload daily, an attempt to. I'm not so proud of those videos as they're just kind of like whatever, so I privated them, but those are privated, but there's also gameplay walkthroughs of me playing every team in KOF 98 Unlimited match for the Xbox 360, which I left unlisted. But mostly because people still watch those videos for gameplay purposes. But yeah, that's my answer. And with that final answer, we conclude the podcast. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. It's been real. It's been good. I might say it's been real good. You can find myself at Taviface at twitter.com. Or of course, the YouTube channel. There'll be links below for everybody. You can find Saber at Nihilus Saber. You can find Yuri at @SY_Yuri. And you can find Turumo at... Did I say it right?
No, you didn't. It's okay.
No, okay, what is it?
ZYXY.
What did I say?
XYXY.
Okay. You can find Yuri at ZYXY_Yuri. And you can find Turumo at the Cracksnaker. All of us on Twitter. None of us have Instagrams.
I do, but they don't need to know that.
If there's any other links that I forgot to mention, they'll be posted down below to follow people. I don't care. If you're watching this at night, good night. If you're watching this middle of the day,
Get back to work.
Get back to work. Get back to work. No slacking.
Or if you are one of our younger viewers, get back on your schoolwork. You gotta study for that exam, okay?
Yeah, go to school. Okay, and then this is gonna be intermission time. I'm gonna say, alright guys, I'm gonna step out for a smoke break. And then Saber, you chastise me first, followed by Yuri, then Turumo, as it is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wow, pick the guy that actually has smokers in his family. Okay.
My brother smokes.
This podcast hitting real close to home. I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Monk.
I'm just giving you shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I kind of want you to keep this in now.
it is all recording anyway, so
you gotta keep this part in.
Put this part at the end of the episode as like an outtake.
Yeah. Okay.
No, like actually. I'm serious. I'm serious. Put this part at the end.
Okay. Who the hell is a gamer in this day and age? Like, who actually plays video games?
Video games?
Couldn't be me.
Oh, shit, we're rolling. Welcome to another episode of Big Fellas. I'm your host, Big, and these are my co-hosts, the Fellas.
Hey, it's me, Saber.
It's me, Yuri.
And it's Terumo, but,
And we're Big and the Fellas.
Big Fellas, except I'm big and everybody else is the Fellas. But I think the Fellas sounds like it should be like a name of a band back in like the 70s. I'm Big and this is the Fellas, 1, 2, 3, and they'd be like a knockoff of like the Police or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome.
That should be your next endeavor.
Yeah, fuck it. Just start a band. Anyway, welcome. This is the E3 special where we're going to talk about gaming and gamers.
And gamers.
Yeah, it is Pride Month still, so shout out to my gamers.
Yep, I am, and I'm born during Pride Month.
So was I.
It's like the stars aligned for us.
Yeah, so so was I.
Hmm.
So anyway, let's talk about E3. Who actually watched E3? Who actually watched live streams instead of just actually going to watch like trailers for stuff that they actually cared about? That's my bigger question.
I legitimately watched almost every single moment of E3. The only thing I didn't watch was Capcom because I forgot about it. No, actually, I didn't forget about Capcom. I forgot about whatever was before Capcom. And
Square?
yeah, whatever was before the Capcom conference.
I think it was Square Enix.
No, it wasn't Square Enix. There was something between them. Yeah, anyways, I didn't watch that, and I watched literally everything else.
Sabre, did you watch anything about E3?
No, I just watched people's reactions on Twitter and then seeing like the same image of like whatever the big thing was for like the same 5 minutes, like everyone complaining about the basic design of that Jack guy or whatever, or like people freaking out over Elden Ring, and then everyone's disappointment of no Elder Scrolls.
Are people really disappointed in Elder Scrolls? I prefer if they didn't show anything, if they don't have anything to show. You know?
That's very true. Like I'd rather they keep that all on the down low than just pull a Cyberpunk and then suddenly have all this big marketing and then have an unfinished game.
Yeah, same. But then again, like, what did people expect when Todd the God came on, you know?
Yo, Todd Howard actually came on.
Yeah, he was actually on for like 20 seconds.
What he talked about? What he said? What did he tell us?
I don't remember. E3 is a fever dream for me. I don't remember anything.
He told us that it just works.
I feel like this whole like shtick is just, man.
That's his main ability. It just works. If something unintentional is happening, he just makes it intentional by saying it just works.
What about you, Trumo? You a gamer?
I'm a gamer. I didn't watch any of E3 though.
That's right. He was busy something else. But before we talk about that something else, I'll be honest with you. I did not watch any E3 conference until the Nintendo one at like 6 a.m. I woke up to watch the Nintendo one and then I just went back to sleep.
Yeah, I was. You know what? That reminds me. When Nintendo's was on. I was actually in a work meeting, and a lot of my coworkers who were also in the same meeting were all watching it as well. There was a lot of dead air during that.
That's funny. I mean, your company's just like, all right. So what can we do about Ed's thing? And everybody's just like,
Yep, that's basically how it went.
all right. Is now anybody excited for any games? Before we talk about like Nintendo stuff, because that's obviously kind of like the big one.
Aside from Nintendo,
Elden Ring, bro. Elden Ring looks sick.
Yeah, just Elden Ring.
I can't.
It's like it's Dark Souls Pokemon, guys.
Oh no, you know what? I liked a lot of the games from the Wholesome Games conference. I'm a sucker for farming games, and there were 15 farming games in Wholesome Games, so I am excited for that. I'm excited for the 4 soup making games as well.
As someone who has grown up with a lot of like agriculture and has worked in actual farming, and someone whose favorite dish is soup, I have no interest in playing these fucking farming games.
They're so cute though. One of them is a cat. You get to play as a cat farming, and one of them you get to play One of them's
What?
yokai in, and you get to, it's like you're at, like, it's Japanese themed and stuff like that, and you get to farm with yokai. Like, it's cute.
Yeah, but if it's anything Toho has taught me, yokais are bad. I gotta
Well,
get rid of
these
these
guys want to
guys.
help you.
It's like a dynamic of just like people who have no intention of actually farming or anything in real life love to play farming games, and then it's like people that have had farming experience or actually do currently farm. It's just like, why do I want to do that when I can actually make
I would argue that
Listen,
the
listen,
overlap of farmers and
listen.
gamers is like two completely separate circles. Like the Venn diagram of those two groups is completely separate circles.
Hey, shout out to my farmer gamers. It's like my trucker gamers, man. There are truckers that game, and there are farmers who game. I was a farmer who gamed. If I wanted, people be like, "You play Harvest Moon?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I just go to work
Oh
with my
my
dad for the
god.
weekend."
No, you know what? My
I'm being
grandma is a
honest.
farmer who games. Technically, she is a farmer. She was a farmer growing up. She lived on a farm and she took care of horses and cows and stuff, and she is a gamer. So,
Oh yeah, well, when I visited my family's home village when I was like 7, I told my grandma, "Can I go see the cows?" I let the cows. It kind of looking good. No, not like looking good. It kind of looking
yeah.
funny. I approached the cow to pet one, and a cow came up behind me and licked my head.
thus the cowlick was born.
That will see, my mom also likes playing like Minecraft and stuff, like really easy to play games. But then she also likes doing gardening and
I like
making
gardening
stuff,
too.
and she wants to get some land, just for herself to live out and all that, and start her own huge garden. But I've also been thinking of also getting her into Starfield.
You know, uh, my older brother, he he has a Switch, and one of his favorite games to play is Animal Crossing. He's very much into New Horizons, and in the first like 8 months that he'd play like New Horizons, his wife would come in and watch, and she would ask him, "Why do you want to do chores in this game when you hate doing
Because a
chores around
cute
the
animal
house?"
wants me to do the chores.
And then he tried to, and then he'd be like, "No, you should play the game because like she's not that big of a gamer. The most she used to play was like Mario Kart Double Dash and Super Monkey Ball."
Like slaps though. It's super good.
I'm excited
Me
for
too.
for the
I am too.
HD
I have
thing.
Super Monkey Ball 2 on the GameCube still. It's
Good game, but like I was saying, he would keep trying to like get her to play it, and she's like, "No, no, I'm content with watching." And then now, fast forward a year later, with them owning the game and having the Switch in the house, when I'm over at his house, she'll like swing by and just pick up the Switch and be like, "I gotta check the turn-up prices."
exactly.
My
You just
older
gotta
brother
try
turned his
them.
wife into a
You just
gamer.
gotta try Yokai and you just gotta try Snacko.
But it's so see farming games to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Each of them have like different things to offer. Like Harvest Moon is different than like whatever Et's farm.
Harvest Moon is
Harvest Moon is
different
like
from
it's one of the only ones I know, honestly.
nope.
I was
What's
gonna
the
say
other one?
Minecraft, but farming in Minecraft is like such a side thing that
Rune
doesn't
Factory,
involve
that's it.
anything.
Harvest
It's
Moon's
a
different
matter
from
of
Rune
time.
Factory is
Mhm.
different from Stardew Valley.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. So for me, it's like I understand that, but the fact that there are 3
Four.
games based around making soup.
They're
If it was like
yeah,
four
one of them
soup-based
one of them's
games
like a battle royale. You're not just
is
technically
ridiculous to
making
me.
soup. You're actually like fighting, but it has to do with soup.
What?
Okay. Honestly, I'd rather just play Overcooked.
Yeah, I you can tell I didn't watch anything of the Nintendo one, so I'm like,
This was from the indie stuff.
or the indie stuff. Yeah, no, I didn't watch a thing. So yeah, like
You know what I've been craving I've been craving to play a party game, but I don't own an actual any party games. But I've also been craving friends too to play party games with.
That's why I only have like single player games or like games that I can play myself online multiplayer. That just
Saber, how come you don't have a Switch?
because that costs money.
Are you afraid if
Oh
you
my
buy a
God.
Switch, you're gonna start preferring soy milk over normal milk?
No, because I know I'll be fine because I have almond milk and that's better because I don't lose testosterone.
Hey
And
Saber,
also,
you tried that new Impossible Whopper at Burger King yet?
it's just disgusting to think about how it could be made. But
All right,
but other meat.
enough of that joke. Hey,
This-
sponsors,
This bit is
give
going. This bit is going nowhere.
exactly on sponsors. Give
Give
me
me
ape
money.
money to give
Just
Saber to
because.
buy Switch. Give woman money.
Gibby
Give
money.
woman.
Give. Cavemen be like, give woman. Gamers be like, give woman.
It's okay.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not.
I'm just trying to appeal to our mostly male demographic, which I actually could check is
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of females
That
are
they all go
watching this show.
wild. That I'm a grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, no. The male demographic be like, oh, they go bananas.
Yuri, when are you gonna play Warzone with us and then just talk on mic and then have people freak
I
out?
don't even use voice chat in games like regularly anyways.
Neither do I.
Well, just do it and just buy like one of the anime skins, anime bundles with like anime guns.
Or Saber, you get a Switch and get Mario Kart, and then we do a Mario Kart stream collab.
Uh-oh.
Or we all get Strive.
If only.
Speaking of Strive,
No, hold on. We'll talk about that after I'm done talking about E3. Regardless, Trumo, what's your opinion on farming
I
games?
think, yeah,
14
I already
farming.
forgot what number I
14?
said. We'll just go with 14.
Over 10 farming games were announced at E3. And as a farm animal yourself, what are your opinions?
I feel like depending on whatever place you grew. So say where I stay at my local farm, there's already enough farming as is. Now with the summertime rolling along, it's just gotten even more, you know, what's the word? Anyway, I really don't care about farming games. Seen enough of them on Facebook,
You playing farm?
you know.
You play Farmville, my boy?
so Trumo, farming games, yes or no?
You just said no.
No. As a, I just, yeah, no.
All right,
Don't like them. Don't care for them.
all right. Better question.
Simple as.
Soup-based games. You in or no?
No. If I wanted, like,
Let's see.
if having a game like soup-based games or cooking games, if I wanted to cook, I'd just cook. At least I'd gain
Yeah,
some
but
out of it.
Okay, but you can't
I
like
don't even
fight
eat
people
ramen.
in a bowl of ramen. Like
The thing
that's not
is, I never tried,
that's not
so
an
until
option.
you try, you never know.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. I'm into these soup-based games. I wouldn't I wouldn't
All right,
personally
that's it.
buy a soup
That's it. I'm
making
starting.
game,
Raw
but
men.
this ramen
Ramen.
game, I'm interested in.
Ramen.
That's it.
It's called Ramen. It's called Ramen. Literally buff guys,
I'm in.
buff guys.
Sold. Give me
Like
money.
it's basically
Give me.
Splatoon with buff guys and soup.
It's not
Oh,
buff
so
guys
now
and it
you're
make
sold
me
on
soup.
soup
I
games.
love
All
Bara.
right.
It's, listen, there's two
Yeah,
things
it
I love
pretty
in my
much is
life:
Bara.
Turumo and Mercado Milos. I mean,
Bars.
if you make
And
pork,
together
if you
that
make a
makes soup.
pork-based broth as Ricardo Milos, and yeah, that puts my two loves together, I guess.
That's
Well,
it.
regardless, enough of these indie games.
It's time for a milk
Let's-
game.
Yeah, where's Milk Simulator?
I'm sure there's something
Milking
like that out there.
simulator.
There was like a small like Xbox indie game. It was like one of the first videos I saw from Critical, and it was like literally it was like quick time event to milk a cow.
Wait, okay, hold on. I know you said no more soup, but I just have to say that ramen is made by the same
I knew.
people
Oh,
who
I,
did Hello Neighbor.
oh,
Just wanted to let you know.
oh.
Physical pain.
What? Why? What do you guys have
I like
against
Hello
Hello
Neighbor's
Neighbor?
lore. Its gameplay sucks. It's a bad game, honestly.
It's just, I mean, I don't know. I've never played it, so I
You'd
can't
have
really
to-
say anything about it. But isn't it just like,
Yeah. No, you'd have to
tag?
watch. It goes way deeper than that. They say that like the earlier builds of the game that are, I believe, available on Steam were better than the actual full game's release. Yeah, it's
Oh
that bad.
no. Oh. I'm gonna check the Steam
No, honestly,
ratings
like,
now,
yeah, the
just
full
to be
release
sure.
of Hello Neighbor is, like, pretty ass. And I don't know how they went backwards when they made the full release. It's honestly, like, I think I was pretty into the game when it was, like, being, like, announced and there was, like, the alphas and betas for it. So I think it's a pretty cool concept of, like, you know, in general, of, like, on the surface, just like you're a kid trying to break into your neighbor's house to get your ball back without asking because you think you're going to get in trouble. It's cool on paper, and I think outside of that lore, it's pretty interesting. But just like, man, just like the full release just turned me way off from the game. But you know, enough about. I forgot what the name of the devs are, but there's something pretty like simple. Yeah,
Tiny build?
yeah, Tiny Build can do. When a Tiny Build game is in beta, it's good. When a Tiny Build game is
Okay, you guys say it sucks, but Hello Neighbor's reviews are very positive.
Are you sure they're not by 3-year-olds?
So I would argue that that is up to personal opinion for you guys and not objective opinion.
I don't know. I have smooth brain, so it just doesn't really keep me entertained.
No winkles.
I feel like in terms of taste for games, we all have very different tastes. And I feel like the closest taste I
Yeah.
have in terms is like in terms of myself, I feel like I at least have a common denominator between the three of you, but I don't see a common denominator between the rest of you all. Because Saber just plays Warzone all day.
And I've never played a Warzone.
Oh, Warzone.
A Warzone.
A Warzone.
I mean, yeah, I can Call Duty for a little bit, but it's mostly kind of like fighting games, or for like Yuri, it's any other game, like RPGs mostly.
Yeah.
My brain is way too ape for fighting games. I'm like way too casual, but we can get into that
All right,
when we get to Strive.
Yeah. Moving on to Nintendo, because I'm going to skip Xbox. It's fucking... The only thing I can say about Xbox, give me Halo, god damn it! I just want Halo Infinite, okay? I don't care if it looks like ass. Just give me the Halos. I want to hear the...
Didn't they announce Halo?
You know, fucking like the Elite Store, like... Whoa, 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 whoa.
I like that impression a lot. It's pretty solid.
People be like,
I went...
do.
The Reggies from Pokemon be like... That's the Reggies from Pokemon. You're welcome, Pokemon fans.
Except in the anime, they just scream.
No, it was like, what was it, in the Lucario movie? They'd be making like the noises were like Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure one, like, I think it's the ice one, just makes like a high pitched screech.
Oh yeah,
in the
right. It's like
anime.
Reggie Ice.
Yeah, it's like horrifying.
Reggie Gigas is just like Reggie Gigas. Yeah, that's how he sounds like. 'Cause it was like,
It's like
I saw a clip of
it's literally the beginning of an early 2000s hip hop song. Reggie Gigas.
pretty much. He sounds like
starts.
he sounds like a DJ on the radio. Except there was something really sad. I saw a scene from the Pokemon movie where fucking that stupid Pokemon with the fucking hoops, Hoopa, is sucking Reggie Gigas into like a black hole, and he's just going like Reggie Gigas, and he just says no, and he fucking dies.
What the
He
fuck?
said no before he died, like he was Darth Vader when he got turned. Like in episode 3, and Darth Vader's like, no. I'm like,
That's messed up.
that's hella messed up. They just killed this poor innocent Reggie for no reason. I'm mad, Nintendo. How could they just kill my mans like that?
Nimbendo.
He had a family.
By God, he had a family.
By God. Alright, speaking of Nintendo, Metroid Dread looks fucking sick.
Yeah, I've honestly, you're gonna hate me for this. I've never played a 2D Metroid game.
Uh,
I've only played Metroid Prime and Prime 2.
oh, you never played 3?
Was that one on the Wii?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have played it, but I can't remember
You
playing
guys are
it.
gonna hate me.
Dumo, I can't hate you, you're a pig.
You're gonna hate me. I never played a Metroid game.
Dumo, I feel like you've never played a Nintendo game. It's maybe like a Mario Brothers years ago.
That's not true. I played, what is it? The Super Mario 64 on DS, I think, and that was it.
Super Mario 64! And fucking got the face on there, and you can pull it and make him look stupid. That's my favorite game of all time. Especially the DS version where you just play as Wario. Come on. What else do you need? It's a perfect game.
Why?
Alright, but enough of my insanity just crippled. I'm crippled. Yeah, like, I don't know. Metroid, I'm surprised you never played Metroid 3, because Nintendo was really good about releasing the Prime trilogy back in the Wii era.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I did play it, but I just don't have any memories of playing it because I played Prime 1 and 2 so much. Like, I remember nothing about 3.
Okay. That reminds me of how, like, bro, Nintendo releases one game for, like, the Switch that's, like, an old-ass fucking game, and, like, $60 new, because like, we made it HD now. And then, like,
Yep.
Nintendo back in the Wii era be like, hey, you guys want all Metroid Prime trilogy on one disc? As, like, a complete...
$20.
$40. I'm like, what the fuck, Nintendo? What happened?
Inflation.
Ah.
Money.
Money.
Give ape money. Me now, come on.
Donkey Kong needs his money to get fed, and
Listen,
Nintendo has to get it for him.
I'm mad that there was no announcement for anything Donkey Kong related, actually.
I'm surprised there wasn't. I'm not mad, but I'm surprised.
It's been a few. It's been like what 6 years since Tropical Freeze. I want Retro to work on like a proper trilogy.
Has it really been that long?
I mean, okay, Tropical Freeze and like Returns is really good, but I would prefer if they made a new Country game, or like if Nintendo just bring back Donkey Konga. You guys remember that shit?
That's the
that's where you
Taiko
get the
one.
that's where you get the bongos for the GameCube, and it's a
Yeah.
fucking rhythm game.
So it's literally the the Taiko spin-off or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Or was it a Taito spin-off? Because I think
I'm pretty sure it was.
aren't those the same?
Actually, well-
Aren't those the same bongos like some people use to remap controls and play Dark Souls with?
Yes.
I think so. But you guys want to know a funny thing about those DK bongos for the GameCube? The hardware designer of the DK bongos is the same hardware designer for the Nintendo Switch. As in the guy who pretty much wrote like, here's how these stupid bongos work, was the same guy who made this, who pretty much was like the head staff of who designed the Switch. Crazy how things go full circle in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I forget what his name was, but you know.
It was a guy.
They put Kazuya from Tekken into Smash Bros. I can't believe Kazuya's gonna be in Tekken.
I feel like I should have seen it coming, because he's from like literally one of the biggest fighting game franchises ever, and I just I didn't see it coming, and also for some reason my brain was like Heihachi and wasn't like Kazuya when I first saw him.
Yeah, I was like, where's Heihachi? He's the Akuma of the, Tekken
He is, but
series.
Heihachi's too busy in fucking PlayStation All Stars. It's the same reason of like how come it's still Grey Fox and not Raiden. They're both cyborg ninjas. Because Raiden was in PlayStation All Stars. And plus, wouldn't that be a kick in the nuts if like there's a new Metal Gear rep to replace Snake and it was fucking Raiden, just like they did for Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I
not,
know,
and,
it-
it's,
it-
and,
for
it's,
me-
and it's not even like Revengeance Raiden or anything. Raiden.
It's fucking MGS2 Raiden.
Yeah.
No, I think if Nintendo just pulled like a fucking like 180 and just decided, no, new Metal Gear rep, and it's gonna be fucking Revengeance Raiden, I think that'd be funny as hell. But also, so many people get mad because like, wow, another fucking sword fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, it's like they get mad over anything in the,
They'll find, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
Smash
find
Yes.
anything to be mad about, really. Like, they'll never be happy with what they have.
Yeah, so
Like honestly, no. The last time Smash players were happy were like Banjo-Kazooie. I swear, like no one complained about Banjo being Smash.
Because it was kind of like everyone expected it.
When the Smash community is like happy for once, it is a thing of beauty. like when Banjo got announced, everybody's just fucking like coming. When like King K. Rool got his fucking trailer, and no one complained.
Mm-hmm.
When Ridley showed up, everybody was like, everybody also fucking came, but just like announcement of like Hero and Byleth and like even someone like Min Min, who I think is
Minecraft Steve.
Minecraft Steve made everybody just fucking shitted. Everybody was just like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, that one.
And then,
And I think
when, go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say I forget who it was, but I remember like so many of my friends were saying it was gonna be Minecraft Steve, and I was like, bullshit! It's not gonna be Minecraft Steve, and then it was, and I was mad.
It's like this Yuri's the cereal guy meme at the moment.
Yeah.
They will never be Steve.
They'll fucking spit out the cereal. Um, yeah, it was just like, and I like Kazuya for Smash is honestly something I could have foresaw. And if anything, because Kazuya and Heihachi fight in the exact same fucking fighting style, it wouldn't be hard for Heihachi to be an Echo Fighter like a
Yeah,
la
I
Richter and
honestly
Simon.
thought he was gonna be an Echo Fighter after I saw the thing. So
It wouldn't be hard. It would be like a change in stance. As Heihachi's a little bit more broad and like squatted in his stance, and then Kazuya stands more taller. I was mad at the fact that fucking Smash players that don't know about any other fighting games are just like, oh look, another fucking
yeah,
Ryu
I
clone.
know it drives me crazy.
Like
Yeah,
with
or
Terry
like they
Bogard.
were like so mad that like you have to put the actual fighting inputs.
Oh fuck! I really can't wait till I see the Smash presentation on Kazuya, because oh my god, Tekken people complain about like Terry's inputs and like Ryu and Ken's inputs. Tekken inputs are fucking stupid too. To do a perfect like God Fist that Kazuya does, which is a big part of like his gameplay, this fucking uppercut. You have to hold forward, return the return the stick to neutral, and then go down and diagonal perfectly within like these few like just frames to get the perfect version of like his uppercut move, which is super good and fast. Smash players are gonna fucking shit their pants if like Sakurai left that in the game. If not, then I'm still really excited to see what they're gonna do regarding him.
Did you just like bang your knee or something?
You okay?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh
No.
no.
He hit his funny bone.
I didn't hit my funny bone. I hit my knee.
Yeah, potato.
Trumo, where's the Xbox bone?
No
Don't
comment.
you know the Xbox bone is connected to the Wii bone.
I don't know the
The Wii bone
Stop.
is connected to the Wii U bone.
Stop. Just stop right
The
there.
Wii U bone is connected to the PlayStation bone.
PlayStation bone is connected to the.
Please.
Atari 2600 bone. See, guys, I'm a master of anatomy, okay?
Exactly.
I know how humans work.
He watched one AVGN episode. Now he knows every bone in the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, enough about Nintendo. Here's the real reason why I wanted to do this gaming episode. Guilty Gear Strive came out!
Yay!
I don't have it yet,
I don't play it, or I haven't.
but I'll
played
get it. I'll get it for the boys.
I do like the animation though. That's the one thing.
Get it? You need to.
Honestly, I think this is like one of the best Guilty Gear games in terms of like, you don't have to be an old head who's played the game since fucking like 2001 to get into it, because I think it's pretty like new player friendly without losing its the majority of its depth. That's just my onion though, unless people have said otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, really, like real talk, the whole like stigma against casual players has been like so frequent recently. It's just like, it's like, no, you gotta get good. You gotta know all these. You gotta know all these commands. You gotta know the right timing. You gotta do all this, all this certain stuff. And it's just like, I'm just playing this with my friends. Like that's part of the reason why I enjoy playing Third Strike with like you and Kisaragi, is because I don't really care about any of the inputs or anything, and it's just like, just fun with the boys.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with Strive, and sure, there's an argument to be made. Like, if you want to get slightly better at the game, then it is important to know like X thing and X that. But if you're just having fun with like your friends, then it's
Yeah.
good. It's like, it's like as my great uncle Reggie Fils-Aimé, the former president of Nintendo, once said, "If it's not fun, why bother playing?"
Yeah.
Yep, and he's got a point. I just like Chip and Eno. I just think they're hot. That's the extent of my opinions. of the
But you don't
game.
think? I know a lot of people freaked out when they saw Kai. You don't think Kai's hot?
Hold on, I need
It's
to look at
KY and then
who that
Kisuke,
is. Is it
Kiske.
just wait? That's how you spell it.
Oh, what about
Oh
no?
yeah, he's pretty
I feel
cute.
like you'd
I
be
like
into
him.
Anji Mito,
Yeah.
the Japanese guy. ANJI.
Let's see who this is.
No one's into Faust? Wow.
Oh, I like.
No,
Okay,
no,
I
no,
like
no.
his glasses.
Okay,
I like
I
his
have beef with
glasses.
Anji's
He
glasses
reminds
because
me
it's
of.
fucking. Those glasses are infamous for me. Because I swear to God, when Anji got like put into Guilty
Why?
Gear X, for like a good while, so many fucking furry artists had those tiny ass glasses. I associate with those glasses with fucking furries.
Really? Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I associate them with Monster Hunter World because a lot of the Wyverian characters and like the little tiny people, I don't know what the little short potato people were called in that game. A lot of the scholars wore those exact glasses, and this guy in particular makes me think of Monster Hunter, makes me think of Kagero from the current game. So I dig it. I like his dumb little glasses.
Yeah.
And also, it's pronounced Guilty Gear X. Is that I always my brain I didn't know how to say it. I always thought it was like
Send the copy pasta of
It's
all the
a-
titles.
Guilty Gear.
Okay, it literally goes
Zex.
Guilty Gear X, Guilty Gear XX. Oh, Turumo, don't. Do I have to name all of them Turumo, or can I just name off like the main like?
You have to name all of them. Even the ones that aren't, that people don't
can
consider
you just
All
important.
right,
how do you pronounce
Etzard. It's
the
literally pronounced
XRD one?
Etzard.
How do you pronounce that one? Xrd? I thought it was like
Literally, the
Zerd.
fucking guy's like Guilty Gear XRD.
That's actually stupid. I don't think there's any not stupid.
And
way
Guilty
to
Gear
pronounce it, to
Etzard
be honest.
Just
has
remember-
two separate games: Sign and Revelator, followed by Revelator getting its own sequel called Rev 2.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Sign and Revelator are
I'm
two
gonna-
separate games and technically considered sequels. And then Revelator 2 added, like, straight up, like, a sequel, as in they couldn't think of, like, a third subtitle, so they literally just call it Guilty Gear Etzard Rev 2.
That's why I was so.
Which is more just
It's like when, it's like how
Go ahead.
Microsoft named, the fifth Gears of War game just Gears 5.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait. Strive is missing that one cool girl. She was like not the witch girl. Wasn't she like no, she wasn't a rocker. She was like she had big pants. That's what I remember.
Turumo?
What was
Jack O?
What?
What big pants? I'm stupid.
Jack O.
That'd be like Jack O.
I
Jack.
don't know.
Oh,
Biken.
Biken doesn't wear pants.
Okay, well I know that now.
No, thank God Biken's. See,
I like
I kind of like. I used to
her.
like Biken, and I still kind of do, but I really hate the whole mentality of like, if Biken is in this game, or like, where's Biken? And then you get Biken, and no one plays her
Mm-hmm.
because she's so hard to play,
That's like
and
the.
she's kind of sucky.
That's the whole thing with like.
I just
That's
think she's
the
hot.
whole thing with everyone basically harassing Ed Boon for Melina and Spawn, and then no one plays them in Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, first of all, I don't even play Mortal Kombat 11. You can't pay me to play it. You can't pay me to play that game. Second of all, yeah, that is very similar because fucking everybody's like, "Where's Melina? Where's Melina?" He's like, "Here you go," and he's like, and everybody's just like, she sucks."
She's hot though. I like her. Biken.
It's not like Biken sucks. Just Biken's really hard to play, especially if like you like Guilty Gear for its aesthetics mostly, and you're stuck playing like you should be playing someone like Kai to learn how Guilty Gear works. Because if you if you are new to Guilty Gear like you are now and you just play Biken, it is like jumping into the deep end of a pool without floaties or without knowing how to swim.
If I were to pick up Strive as like my first game, I would probably play Chipper, you know.
Uh,
If I were to just if this because this would be my first Guilty Gear game, that's one of the characters I would try. Like right out the gate, I would try them, and if I didn't like them, I would just try and play everyone until I figured out which one I like.
I would recommend to you
She'd end up being Potemkin.
fucking true one is Potemkin love. Um, Chip isn't a bad beginner character. You just have to be careful because he has like the lowest health in the game. So like, if you sneeze on Chip, then it's fucking like
Game over.
40%
Dude,
health.
he literally, his fucking rib cage is like the size of my entire body. Like, how does he have the lowest health? His boobs are bigger than mine. Like, what the fuck?
Because he's the fast boy.
The hell?
Because Chip can do a lot of damage and he's really fast, so he's the glass cannon.
Why did they make him such a big man then? He looks like he could bench press an elephant.
I think. See again, it's the whole thing. Chip can hit hard and he does a lot of like damaging things. It's just that equally Chip can't take a hit though. Like Potemkin doing his command grab will like do like what 40%, 50% of his health.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I would
around
just
that.
accept that I would lose every match ever, and that would just be my life, and I'm alright with
like
that.
I don't expect.
You, tr- you
I
trade
never
health for
expect to
Yeah.
win,
speed.
so
no. You should never go into that mindset like that. Don't ever go into a mindset of like a game that you think is like intimidating. Like thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna end up losing. You
Oh,
know,
I don't care.
I'm not gonna get any dubs.
I don't go in to play to win. I just have fun.
That's good too. But you know, you can.
we're doing this for fun, not for glory.
Mm-hmm. Wait. What
So
is
I don't even.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know who I would pick up.
But no, at the same time, like I would always say, like, yeah, you're playing for fun, but you should always like aim to get a dub, because you know when you do get that dub, it's gonna be like, you know, like fucking, in the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Pumping Iron, it's like coming, you know. Every time I flex my bicep, it's like when I come in a woman.
Did he really say that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
You know, regardless, like Guilty Gear Strive is just such a. I recommend it to people who've never played the series. I think it's a very good introduction to anime fighters, better than Dragon Ball Fighters was. You know, you don't have too many like. The game doesn't go too fast where everybody's confused, and there's no like crazy combos at all. So.
Yeah, that's definitely the part where my brain just turns into a monkey, where it's just like connecting all of these hits, and it's just like I just shut down.
No, what Guilty Gear's game plan is this. They took out Gatlings, which is like you can do a weak hit to medium hit to hard hit to like special move into super. And they took that out an option for you have to like kind of it's more of a neutral based gameplay where you can do your little jabs and like kits, but they won't go into something big. It's more or less just to like kind of like tell your opponent to back off while you can plan to do like a big hit, and you can get like all your damage and combo off that big hit. But it's not like a long ass fucking 50 hit combo. It's more like a 4 to 5 hit thing, which I really do enjoy. I think it's very good because I'm not a big combos man either. I can't fucking do crazy ass shit. So.
What the fuck was that?
I just went a long time. I talk too
me.
much.
Oh.
But anyway, Guilty Gear Strive, fuck its gameplay. Its soundtrack is the best thing ever.
Yeah, they
It's just-
they literally released a $60 album and it came with a free game.
I can't believe they released. I can't believe this guy's album came with a free game. Like, no joke. If you haven't heard Guilty Gear soundtrack yet, and like you like music in general, give it a listen, because the beauty of Guilty Gear is the fact that this game is a homage to music, old and modern.
Yeah,
I mean, what is Soul Bad Guy than just a walking Freddie Mercury reference?
pretty much.
It's
But isn't that what JoJo is?
Guilty Gear is the JoJo fighting games. JoJo fans are gonna invade my comment section and make me mad because I hate JoJo fans, but I love I love JoJo in general.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just on the
Would
wiki right now, and like they gotta add Raven and Jacko Valentine. I don't know who these characters are, but they gotta add them.
Raven. Oh god, Turumo and I we love Raven.
birds
Yeah, I
fly.
like him.
No, I was about to go. I was about to go into like into Raven's theme because he has a really good one. No, Raven's really cool. Jacko is confirmed to be DLC, so she's coming back.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
But Turumo, I got one question for you before we start wrapping things up. After we're gonna wrap things up, I got one more question for Turumo.
Yeah.
Who is Dold Lewis, and why is he the best character in Guilty Gear Strive?
Gold Lewis Dickinson.
Who is he, and why do we care?
So basically, all right, he's big. He's a big fella, and he uses a casket from Area 51 as a weapon attached to a chain. Apparently, that's all
I mean, that's
know.
all we got. That's all we need. Big fellas.
He's a big
Big
fella.
fellas coming to Guilty Gear Strive. That's right. I'm a guest character. I was Gold Lewis Dickinson the whole time. Let's wrap things up. I gotta get back to
Roll the
work.
fucking credits,
Roll.
boys.
Show's over. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to our E3 special. Our next episode will have a special guest, Lycan Jones. We got him locked in my closet. He's been there for a few weeks now, guys. I have a problem.
I think you should feed him.
No, I think I will. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode's this episode of Big Fellas about E3 and gaming in general. A lot of nothing got accomplished, but that's what you're all here for.
Mm-hmm.
I've been your host, Taviface, Tav. You can find me on Twitter at Taviface. I'll let my co-host choose their thing. I can't be bothered.
Okay, well, I'm Saber. You can find me at Nihilist Saber on Twitter or my YouTube channel if you want to pester me about uploading. Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother plugging myself. Goodbye.
You can find me, Terumo, at the Crack Snaker on Twitter. Sub to the YouTube, that's on you, I guess. You don't expect a lot of good content.
We did it. We did it, boys. Racism is no more.
Hey, Turumo, you said you were getting food, right?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you get?
I got hot and sour soup.
Can I have a bite?
Perhaps.
Free soup.
I too like to bite soup.
It's a very thick soup.
Oh, shoot. My bad. We're recording, guys. Welcome to a new episode of Big Fellas. I'm your host, Deez.
Nuts.
Anyway, here with me are my co-hosts, Saber,
Hey, how's it going?
Yuri,
Hi.
Terumo,
That's me.
and today we have our first ever guest, the one and only Lycan Jones. Give him a round of applause, guys. Oh, my bad, guys. This is not Lycan Jones. This is Dan Rooney, but no one can tell the difference.
He's got me here at gunpoint. Help.
Don't worry, guys. This show is filmed ethically, as no animals were harmed.
I'm not joking. He has entrances blocked.
Well, you aren't an animal, so...
Of course I am. I'm the real Lycan Jones. Hear me out. I'm Lycan Jones.
Anyway,
Judging from my own
Alright,
sleeping
Dangen.
habits, sometimes I wonder if I am an animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I was going to mention a story, but I'll tell that later. Alright, Danjin, what do you do? Who are you? What do you do?
Work as a professional hentai director at Walt Disney Studios. So, yeah, I don't do meme animations at all, if that's what you're thinking.
You know Walt himself?
Yes, I do. He's here, as a matter of fact. Come here, Walt. Say hi.
Naturally.
Damn, you got Walter White in the house.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like talking right now.
Listen, I said Walt. I didn't specify which one. Walt Whitman. Alright, Danjin, so you do animations on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
Alright, so we're gonna hop into the straight into questions. This is the interrogation. Saber, you have the lie detector hooked up to this guy or what?
Yeah, it's all hooked up.
Hey, I didn't sign up for this.
Alright, Danjin, first question.
I didn't know there was a lie detector. Hold on.
Why did you kill Lycan Jones?
He was a big threat to the operation. Couldn't let him get in the way.
Saber, is that the truth?
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, well, enough of that.
I had to skin him too for his hide. Like, he's a really nice coat.
That's also truth.
Alright, enough of this bit, for real. Danjin, what do you do on YouTube? Who are you?
Alright, you got me. Work as a meme animator on YouTube. Make a pretty good living off of it, actually. Pay the bills with it.
What type of memes?
Memes of a fat orange cat fighting in anime style or whatever.
I wouldn't call the orange cat fat. He's pretty swole.
I don't know, I mean, you think with all that shit he eats, Lazaga, he would be pretty fucking fat.
Yeah.
Hates Mondays, though.
Yeah. He does hate Mondays, and he loves Lasaga.
Coming next episode.
Just out of nowhere, randomly, have a cut of Garfield just saying, I hate Mondays, in that fucking wise guy voice I love so much.
I'm sorry,
You know
John.
what, for the rest of this podcast,
Bullets don't
I'm
work.
gonna for the rest of this podcast, I'm going to be dubbed by Wise Guy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I don't want to do that. Alright, so you do animations. I guess you didn't say. Do you have any experience, not experience, but do you have any, like, formal education in animation at all?
No, I don't. I'm actually completely self-taught.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't very good starting out, but I mean, over the course of 4 years working on this meme, I just got better and started learning more things as I went along.
Right, I mean, it works for some of us. I was self-taught up until not very long ago.
Oh, really?
I mean, not particularly animation, although I can animate. I'm just not very good at it. But
I mean, it's pretty hard to do. I mean, it's just like, I had to learn a whole lot of different techniques over the years just to, get better.
I mean, it's not the same type of animating, but I did have a small bit of stop motion experience, particularly with brick filming.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's just as time consuming because while you're not like drawing every single frame, but you are making sure that each frame lines up. You got to make sure your lighting is correct. You got to make sure everything's positioned correctly. You got to make sure you're wearing something dark, or else if you're wearing something bright, then it's going to reflect on like, especially with Legos because they're shiny pieces, that it'll just reflect off the pieces and just cause a lot of flickering. So you got to basically do a whole lot of different stuff to manage how your scene looks. And even if it's just a simple shot, just someone walking, something as simple as that, you got to make sure like your set is sturdy. You got to make sure all your pieces, like especially if you got like props and stuff, they're in the same place. Because if you have a scene where a character's walking down like a sidewalk, and then like the trash just starts moving out of nowhere unintentionally, it'll definitely stand out.
Yeah, stop motion is pretty difficult. I mean, I've done it a few times before when I was younger. I mean, usually you have to move everything around perfectly, or else there's small mistakes that you can make, like accidentally having your hand in, like while you're taking screenshots, or not moving anything in the direction you may need it.
Yeah. I'd say another drawback, especially in the case of brick filming, because it's particularly with Legos, or even, well, mainly with Lego, is just the fact that it's pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, Legos aren't cheap.
I mean, if you want to just get away with like Mega Blocks or even like Lepin, even though they were sued and taken down and all that, but like usually it'll be expensive unless you're doing it with like clay or even like action figures from like the toy section at a store or something like that. Or if you're animating with Figma, then that's also going to be expensive. Or even any other kind of highly detailed figures.
Bro, Figma filming, or Figmas in general, yeah, of course Figma stop motions would be expensive. You know how much each one costs?
I mean, I would personally argue that, using stop motion animation puppets from like Leica, I would argue are probably a lot more expensive, but
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I was telling, I had a conversation about like stop motion animation, how I was saying, I really hate Robot Chicken because it kind of like, for me as someone who grew up with like Leica stuff, Robot Chicken is like a slap in the face to like Wallace and Gromit. Two different things, but just like, if someone compares either of them to like, in terms of like style, I'm just like, are you trying to insult me and my childhood?
No more Gromit mug for you.
No, pass me the Gromit mud, bro. I need it.
isn't Leica fairly new? Like, wasn't their first feature film Paranorman? That didn't even come out until like 2011 or something.
No, bro? Leica's been around forever.
Are you
First
sure?
of all, Leica's just Wallace and Gromit.
Is it really by Leica? I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
My favorite from
Jeez, Gromit.
them is Chicken Run. That one lives in my head rent free.
Yeah, Chicken Run
Hey,
does.
no,
Okay.
their very first stop motion animation was Corpse Bride, and the next one was Coraline. They never did.
Oh.
They never actually
What?
did Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit
First
is
of all-
a different studio.
Oh, we mixed up
Yeah,
studios.
you're right. Apologies to Leica Animation. I know they're watching. Shout out to Aardman Animations. That's my boys at Wallace and Gromit. Aardman's cool. That was Chicken Run and
Shaun the
whatnot.
Sheep.
Shaun the Sheep, Chicken Run, flushed away.
Yeah, flushed away. That
Don't they use 3D animation for that though? I mean,
Yeah, but it's
No.
it's 3D, but it's still in their same style.
oh, all right.
yeah, and the rat looks like Tom Holland.
They should have done it with real stop motion and have a toilet get involved where they just throw the clay puppets in.
Oh God, bye bye.
Yeah, honestly,
My whole life
Honestly,
flashed
no
before me
joke.
eyes. It was rather boring.
no joke. I would love to have I mean, I imagine because like how much upkeeping clay figures need because they, it's clay. I would love to have a replica by Aardman, like a prop they would use as like a grommet or for Wallace, just like that little like clay figure. I would do the upkeep myself if I have to,
Yeah.
but just having that would be sick because that's my childhood.
Or have like like a version of yourself as a clay figure in their style.
Yo, Aardman, if you want to do that Mule Boy movie, hit me up. You know the email, bigfellabiz@gmail.com. Fellas.
Big fellas.
Oh, but something I wanted to mention is I was thinking about this as Saber was explaining brick filming. In my head, I'm like, brick filming? Is that... I didn't know that was the fancy way of saying
Me neither.
Lego
I also
stop
didn't know. I
motion.
was confused for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's a whole. There's a whole community behind it. Everything. That's just the term they go with.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, isn't the Lego, like... What is that program they have online where they used to animate the whole Lego movie just with that program and it's completely, like, open source and free?
That I don't know about.
Harmony? Something like that? Tune something?
No, it was, like, their own thing that, like... if you don't decide to do, like, live action stop motion, they have, like, this whole, like, open source or, like, free program where you can, like, make CGI Lego people or whatever. I forget what it's called, but I think it's called something, like, very simple. I think it's, like, Lego Movie Maker or something.
I don't know, but I think it might be a thing because there was an animation I saw.
Is that what's... I think so. A quick Google search says it might be Lego Digital Designer.
I think that's the program to like make your own sets, and you pick out the pieces you want to use, and then it'll give you like a list of all those, and then you can just buy the pieces. But there's also a more detailed one called there's a site called Bricklink, and it's like basically kind of like the eBay of Lego, where everyone just sells. They can just sell like even just specific pieces, even from discontinued sets. And there's also, they have their own program that's like that, but more detailed with a lot more variety of pieces you can choose. But I think...
Okay, so I just looked this up. They did use Lego Digital Designer for set building and whatnot, and then they would transfer the files from it into Maya and XSI.
Because there was an animation. I think it was from like one of those big like Minecraft servers, but it was an animation with J Schlatt, Swagger Souls, and Too Mad, and it was like where Swagger just pushed Too Mad down into a bottomless pit, and it looked like it was stop motion, but it was actually a 3D animation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I also saw that, and I'm like, that looks really good. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really good. Or looks. Oh, fucking.
Ayo, the pizza.
Ayo, the pizza. Enough of that. I don't want to talk about Too Mad. That's just a lot of IRLs have literally referred to Too Mad as my alter ego that I forget exists or something. I don't know.
Someone untie me from this chair. It's like I really want to.
No, I said we're done with that bit. We're not interrogating you. We're just asking you questions.
All right. Yeah.
For now.
Shit.
For now. Speaking of questions. Actually, no. This is the second time. Mm-hmm. Well, for Yuri, this is the first time we're talking to you. This is like, we've had a few conversations in the past over voice talks that helped with Borstar scripting.
Yeah.
But this is Saber and I think Terumo's second time talking to you. And I believe it's finally time, because I hinted at this in the first episode, that we have a story to tell about you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So...
I wouldn't really be able to recall the story, so, I think you guys would be better off, explaining to the audience what happened.
It's okay. No, as they say, we do a little trolling.
We engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery.
Oh no.
Oh, all right, Mister
The Danjin incident.
Mr. Generuni. What do you remember from Saturday, the 29th of May? Saturday night / early Sunday morning. What do you remember from your hotel stay?
Nothing really at all. I mean, most of my memories wiped out from it. I mean, like I told you, you're probably better off telling it.
You were literally the meme of like this edible ain't shit, and then it's the whole like adventure, the regular show like, doom.
Oh boy.
All right, so to give context, Saber, do you want to tell the story, or shall I? And then you jump in with details that I'm missing.
Well, like I said, I think you and Saber are probably better off telling it. Like, I don't remember most of what happened.
I mean, I was there too, but Saber was there the longest, so.
Yeah. Okay. So. So what happened was it was just a night of talking, and then suddenly Danjin sends a video of him with like a bottle, and he like stumbles over, and the video like cuts out, and then he suddenly calls us. So I'm just like, okay, what's this about? And then I get in, and he's all laughing, like chuckling and laughing like a madman, and all like slurring his words. And I'm like, oh, he's drunk, isn't he? And Tav was there in the call too, and we were just kind of talking with him about whatever. I'm not sure if he like fully remembered what he was saying, or if
I tried to get him to draw. I tried to get him to draw things.
Yeah,
Probably, they don't even look like drawings. It was more like I was scribbling shit.
yeah.
Before he called our group chat with him, he tried calling me, and I was in the middle of a call with a lady, and
Yeah, I had the good idea of harassing the group chat because, I mean, I tried calling my friends first, but they were like, fuck off, Danjin, we're trying to sleep. So I was like, who am I going to go after next, you know? I need to harass someone.
No, I think before you harassed the group chat, you were harassing me, and I said, and I think I told you to call the group chat because I'm busy talking to a girl. I'm trying to get my phone sets dick wet or whatever. Alright, I'm up to a little bit of phone sets, as they say. That's my excuse to what I was doing. And then after I was like done with that call, I hopped in and I just hear like Danjin talking about random things and Saber trying to like tell him to like drink some water and sober up, and I'm like, no, this is kind of funny. Hey Danjin, try drawing my OC, and you're like, yeah, what she looked like, and I sent you a picture, like, yeah, I can do that, and then you grabbed out the hotel pen and paper, you just scribbled on it.
Jesus.
I think you just made like very basic shapes. Like the best circle you could do was like the one Squidward made, the whole squiggly one. Just
Oh my god. Yeah, I couldn't really even draw anything, like my coordination was fucking off.
Yes, and the whole time I'm like, it could be funny if I get Danjin to draw drunk, and then then if he forgets, I get to put that as my profile picture, and then harass him about it. I try to get you to draw my OC TV, and then that wasn't working out. So I'm like, you know what? Funny. Hey, and I said draw Jake Paul, and that's when you pulled out your chapstick Carmats thing and tried to draw with it.
Yeah, that was awful. I mean, I just woke up to a mess on my hotel table that I was using to work on. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did this mess come from? Like, it's everywhere.
yeah, there's.
Yeah, it looked like I was tearing throughout the room like a tornado, like I was
And then
fucking
there's
looking for something, you know? Like, it was a fucking mess. Like, I screwed up the entire
Yeah,
room.
that tornado was Storm Danjin. It was Hurricane Danjin.
You were literally, you were pacing around the room. You were like pacing around. You were like grabbing your bottle of bourbon or whatever, and you put it down, and we kept telling you drink some of the fruit punch. You just like You were just like, water's for pussies or something.
And then I started doing this bit with you where just like I was like he's probably so drunk he'll probably believe anything. So I just started saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up," just over and over, like making him think he was in some sort of dream or something.
Oh, actually, I forgot to mention. I mean,
No.
there was a few drawings I made while I was drunk on the iPad beforehand, and while I was talking with you guys. So I mean, you
Alright,
might want
cool.
to put that up.
I'll put them up on the screen. Now, for our audio listeners, go to hell.
Yep, no drawings for you.
Listen, audio listeners, you asked for it, I delivered, but you know,
If you want to see what we're seeing, you got to get on the on-screen exclusive, YouTube exclusive, baby.
Yeah, you have to make very, very large donations to Studio Loans if you actually want to see it. You know.
hey, wait a minute. Wait a second. Actually, no, you can promote that. Yeah, you're the guest. But if you wish to speak to Studio Loans, you gotta go to bigfellabiz@gmail.com.
Here's a few drawings I made while I was drunk. Here,
Actually, speaking of big
let me
fellas.
send it in real quick. Yeah, take a look. Yeah, I did this all on an iPad before I decided to call you guys. Hold on here. Let me send some more. Yeah, take a look.
Wow.
Bro, I'm looking handsome.
Yeah, this is supposed to be.
Atoms are being
I look like I'm being sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Tav and Saber, but I mean, I couldn't fucking draw them, you know? Yeah, and I think this one is supposed to be Jake
Oh,
Paul.
this is Jake! Everyday bro!
This is what happens when you mess with the fabric of the universe.
I'm pretty sure John Danjon just draws people, but everybody he draws are just disassociating from reality.
They're getting spaghettified.
Oh, and because you mentioned the iPad drawings, you would have your iPad and you'd pick it up, and then you'd pick up your pen, and you were constantly trying to show Saber like your pen. You're like, go look at the pen. I checked out this pen, and we're like, it's a nice pen. You're like, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh no, then like, because Saber and I are just trying to like get you to sober up, and we're just like, Danjon, did you eat any food? He's like, no, I don't need food. I got alcohol or something. I'm like, Danjon, look out your window. And you look out your window, you're like, I'm on the second story. I'm about to jump out the window. We had to talk you out of jumping out the window.
Well, I think even if I wanted to, I mean, I probably wouldn't figure it out because I was too drunk.
Yeah,
I mean,
because outside the window was the cursed Arby's.
oh yeah,
Get a
the
picture of
cursed
the cursed
Arby's.
Arby's in chat.
You know, I'm glad I just didn't decide to, randomly walk out of my room.
No,
That would have been bad. You go first.
You are attempting. You kind of wanted to, and we had to talk you out of it.
Oh God, what happened?
I think no, because like we're like, no, Danjon, don't jump out the window, and you're like, that's it, I'm gonna leave, and we're like, no.
Well, I mean, at least there was a screen there.
I mean,
I probably wouldn't press it out.
I mean, you're
Jump,
right,
that
but at the
would've
same
stopped
time, when
you.
you're drunk,
you get that crackhead strength.
Oh God,
Oh.
what the fuck?
no, the whole time we're just trying to get you to sober up, and then because I just heard Trumo's voice. Speaking of, occasionally, you were just like, you'd be silent for a second, then be like, "Where's Terumo?" And we're like, and then we'd just be like, "Oh, he's asleep." He's like, "Wake him up. I need to talk to him."
You did say that. You're like, well, where's Terumo? I want to talk to him. I want to talk to Terumo.
Wake him up.
Wake him up.
Where's the pig?
This kind of reminds me of The Shining. Where fucking Jacko's crazy.
You're fucking Jack Nicholson and like. Would you say that? Who would you say is Shelley Duvall, me or Saber?
Probably Saber, because, I mean, I was just around harassing him most of the time, right after he left.
Oh, God, I just.
No, Tav literally just good
Oh, I
goodnight
goodnight
girl.
girl. I goodnight
He
girl.
literally goodnight girl, but he stayed in the call. Like he literally just like we were like talking, and then he just dozed right in the call, and he was in there the longest time. And then like in the morning, Terumo like woke up and he's like, "Why is Tav in a call by himself?" And I'm like, "He's sleeping."
Here, hold on. I think I have a few more
my-
drawings. Here, I'll drop them here in the Discord. Let me look them up real quick. Yeah, so I think I was trying to draw these JoJo's here. Like, I think that's Jonathan, and that's Joseph. Like,
I mean, that Joseph is pretty spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
that Joseph's pretty good.
yeah, I was told to like redraw them in another group chat while I was drinking.
You were just drawing John Arbuckle.
John.
I like on Jotaro's hat. It just has the middle finger.
John.
I don't even think that's a middle finger. I mean, what is that?
I'm sorry, John. Bullets don't work.
And then what's the middle? What's this middle image? Is this Josuke?
Why does it say
Oh yeah, it says
I think it's
Josuke.
Dream
Yeah.
Josuke?
Didn't even spell dream right.
Dream.
Wait. Is it called Dream Josuke because it's just a smiley face?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Yo, this motherfucking cheating at speed runs.
He's using Crazy Diamond for his speed runs.
yeah, I think I might have a few more here, so just let me look for them real quick. And you go, Tav.
I kind of speaking of your art, when you're not drunk, I actually really like you're just like quick offhand. Let me just draw this real quick. Like when you drew Mario and Luigi for my Super Mario 3D World stream, we just like check Twitter DMs. It's just like these these super like sketchy images of Mario and Luigi. These manly ass fucking Italians.
Why don't you just draw hood edits of them?
Hood.
Like those
Myth. Gangster Mario.
on the cover of Super Mario Galaxy. It says, "You are Mr. Gay."
Mario.
Oh, here's another one. Yeah, that's. I don't know what
Let's
the fuck this
go,
one is.
white vans. It's just like
Fucking Billy Saber here.
White vans on
you
the
know,
wall.
as someone who used to wear Vans a lot in high school, I don't think those are Vans. I think you almost drew just Converse high tops, some Chuck Taylors.
Yeah. If you didn't tell me, I would say those were like Converse or something.
I think the face on top of it. I think you tried drawing like the baby car.
he's on a but he's a van, not a car.
Let's go. He made the ultimate fusion of the baby and Damn Daniel with the white Vans.
Yeah, I think I didn't even know how to draw white
What is this,
Vans
Among
there.
Us?
I have no clue what that one is. I mean, oh jeez.
I don't even know what these are.
What are these?
I don't know. I mean, I just randomly popped these out while I was drunk. I don't know. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw,
Yeah, and hold on. Here's a few more. I mean, I don't even think these are drawings
I ca-
anymore. Like, it just. Yeah, I think this is where the scribbling came in. Like, you can't even tell what these are anymore. Like,
This is what happened just before SEAL Team 6 broke into his place. This is
do
what
you
he
think? Do you think we can ever do a stream where I have you on? But I don't, because I can't draw, I just force you to draw whatever at gunpoint. I just force you
Keyword
to draw.
force you to draw.
Termo, you
I'm not gonna draw at all. We're just gonna be on like what is it? What is that program people use for like drawing collaborations? Draw.io? What is it?
I think it's called Drawpile.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We get on a draw pile stream. Except I'm never gonna. Except I don't touch even the fucking anything. So it's just me telling you to draw shit at gunpoint. That's a stream.
Is that bottom one the new Metroid?
I'm not sure.
Bro, is that Metroid Dread
Gaming?
gaming?
I don't know. Mango told me to draw that, and that was just when I was starting to get
Ah,
drawn.
yes, Mango Overdose from production company Studio Loans.
Yeah, I mean, right before I called you guys, I was drawing in another stream with him. Like, for some reason, I mean, he told me to draw a hybrid of Spider-Man and Mega Man, and this is what came out. I mean, it's
Spider-Man and Mega Man make Man.
pretty much. Yeah, I mean, this one, I mean, you can't even tell what it really is, because, I mean, it's just, this is when it starts getting bad,
You know? If you showed me this Spider Mega Man combination at like some at like New York's MoMA, Museum of Modern Arts,
Right.
I'd believe it's some abstract painting. I'd pay like if I was money, I'd pay I paid 5 for that, like 5 million.
And what we should do is print this image out of this Spider-Man and Mega Man hybrid, right? And then take out the Mona Lisa and replace it. Like, just put it in there.
Yeah, fuck that crusty bitch. What's she doing, smiling?
Put it next to the painting with the that's blue with the black stripe in the middle.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I mean, it doesn't even look that good.
I would put this right next to my banana taped to the wall.
Okay, just so we're on the same page, we're talking about the one that sold for millions, right?
It's literally just a blue, just blue with a black stripe in the middle, and it's like worth like something million or something like that.
Jeez. Why?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, because modern art.
Modern art, it do be kind of funny though. Is modern art okay? Question for artists. If this is like, that is all of you because I don't draw. Is modern art just the art world's version of shit posting?
I guess so. I mean,
Oh, that's a conversation
No,
I can't
please,
get
just
into.
give me your
Like,
TLDR of
we-
it. Is it low key shit posting?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I mean, you'll see people throw random stuff into museums. Like, I remember at this one art museum, like, they had this one dark room, and they were projecting this video, right? It's only this lady sneezing
It's-
into a
modern
napkin.
art is low key shit posting, but high key money laundering.
right.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's just
You-
random garbage.
Yeah, there's like this pile of like trash that literally was worth some million, and like literally it was like sitting outside, and these garbage guys literally picked it up because they thought it was just normal trash and threw it away.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
What if I put paint on my ass cheeks and then just sat on a and I just like ass slammed a canvas? How much money do you think I can get for that? Of like this paint print.
Wasn't it like a trend on TikTok or something?
I don't know. I'm not on TikTok. I'm too old for TikTok.
Wait, I don't use TikTok. What trend?
I mean, I also don't use TikTok, but I'm like pretty sure I saw a thing once where this girl like did this thing where she like put paint on her like ass cheeks and like sat
Like-
down and she put it on her hands and stuff and it was like ooh sexy and then
What?
she got a guy to do it. And he had, like,
Okay,
a dick
Well,
pic
because
on it.
If
podcast secret number 1. I'm on my IRL friends. When I would sit down, I would sometimes just like crush my nuts by accident because I have fucking tanuki nuts. So if I do that whole like ass slam a canvas when my ass is covered in paint, there's probably gonna be a fucking tanuki nut imprint on it too. How much money I can get for that?
probably a couple million.
I'll pay for it.
Oh my.
Perhaps.
I don't.
Just as
I don't know. Do
oh,
you
just as
provide
long as you
drugs?
title it untitled.
Then
I would
you
love
can make a
for
lot.
someone like Bill Gates to hit me up, be like, "Ah, yes, I'd like to." Ever since Melinda left me, I'd really like that painting.
He makes it. He makes it the new wallpaper for like Windows 11 or something.
That would be sick! My fucking Tanuki Nuts paint imprint was the Windows 11 wallpaper.
Can you imagine booting up a brand new computer with the new Windows operating system, and then the first thing you see is a
his paint ass cheeks.
I mean, it's just
Oh
as
my
obscene
fucking
as art installations of like literally gigantic dildos out in public.
Oh god, what's that? It's one of those northern countries where just like people just go to a show. I believe I heard this story from the comedian Bert Kreischer. He went to like a show, and the show was really called Flying Dildos. And the person was late, so the whole crowd just started chanting for them to come out. And he started getting the crowd riled up. He's like, "Give us flying dildos! Give us flying dildos!" And the person who was doing like the show got him up on stage, and she's like, "You guys want to see flying dildos?" You know, in her accent wrote her, "I'll show you flying dildos." And then she shoved a giant dildo down Bert Kreischer's mouth, and it was. It's funnier when he tells it, because he comedian. Me, I'm ape.
Return to monkey. You may as well just paint a monkey for us.
Yeah,
I can't paint. I don't go drawing.
Just think like monkey.
I can write you about a monkey, but I cannot draw a monkey.
Dan.
The pen, you know what they say? The penis is mightier than the sword. I mean, the pen is mightier than the sword.
All right, Danton, draw Tav as a monkey.
Yeah, sure.
No, don't do that right now. Do that later.
All right.
I'll slip you a 5.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Boar fan page. Are we going to talk about that anytime soon? I mean, I think that would be a pretty good topic to bring up.
Oh, okay. No, this is a perfect transition. I was going to ask you this.
All right.
So you, last night we were watching Kralos, who is the artist behind the Big Fellas Episode 1 image. So shout out to Kralos. He was streaming on Twitch, and I believe you and I had the chance to talk to Kralos about Borfstar and how much he hates Twitter.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, tell me, you've left Twitter a couple times. This is said twice, yeah.
Yeah, about 2 times.
Tell me about the Twitter now. Things are a little more calm, yeah?
No. It's still the same. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It still sucks.
Yeah.
You know, the funny part is, I mean, I never really get into any arguments with anyone. It's just, I don't know, it's full of shitty people, you know? Petty people out in plain
That's pretty much
sight.
what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny how I'll hear a lot of people have, like, problems with Twitter, and I'm just, like, kind of... I'm just kind of, like, whatever about it. If a problem happens on Twitter, I love adding on to the conversation, or I used to, but now I just kind of like to watch and whatnot.
Yeah.
But my question is...
I mean, I don't even engage in it. I just watch the dumpster fire
Yeah,
from a distance.
See, yeah, I used to throw like a fucking propane tank into the trash fire. But now I like to watch it burn from the distance too.
Yeah, I just, I look the other way. I pretend these people don't even exist.
Yeah, I just stopped giving my opinion on stuff. I just like, you know what, if I see something, if I see any sort of fire starting, I just like immediately just block or mute accounts and words I just don't want to see, and then I never have to see it again. And I can just pretend it never happened in the first place.
I think I haven't blocked anyone before other than ads accounts or brands. I mean, they could get kind of annoying. I mean, other than that, I've never really had a problem with anyone.
Who raised these people?
I
Yeah, the
would have
dumbest
no clue.
Can I?
controversies come off of Twitter.
True.
Can I share with you my 7 muted words on Twitter?
Sure.
Stan. I have a few. I have a few muted words on
Muted.
Twitter.
Wait, does it stand?
It's one of them is Stan.
Yeah, I don't like that word either. I mean, it's been kind of overkilled. I mean,
Plus,
it's just, you go first.
it's an insult to like like a really good Eminem song in my opinion. I like his song Stan. It's really good. But I guess that's the whole joke because they acknowledge they're crazy people. But Stan, K-pop. This is from a long ago. Deltarune, when Deltarune came out, because I didn't want to have spoilers. Suggest at underscore activity underscore tweet. I have no idea why that's there. I have muted word Etika. Etika's muted on my Twitter because I hear a lot of like bad things about him. So I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna mute that word.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of died down already, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's still down. So I'll probably, if I remember, I'll like do that. But
I have three words muted or phrases muted for forever. A lot of them I muted temporarily, but I have 3 that I muted forever. Luna, like the K-pop group. I literally cannot stand hearing anything about them. I don't even hate them. I don't even listen to their music. I just can't stand how many people I follow just suddenly talk about Luna for 24 hours, and I just need that out of my life. I have Toto Kara's blocked because that's an account, and I don't remember what the controversy was. I think it had something to do with My Hero Academia or whatever, but
they'd be
I don't
drawing
remember what
kids
it was.
sexually.
yeah, the pedos.
Yeah, that was probably it. So I blocked their name because I just didn't want to see anything related to them or their account or anything like that. And then I muted the phrase, I said Stan Twitter, because that was a meme back then and I saw it so many times. It drove me crazy, and I muted that. And those are the only 3 things I have muted for forever.
No, okay. So the other 2 tads is fucking Bowsette.
Yeah, I have that. I have that.
It's Bowsette in English and Bowsette in Japanese. Because no joke, and I think I mentioned this on Saturday too, I fucking hate Bowsette so much. It was so fucking saturated. It made me so mad.
It was like fine, and then when they started doing Buet, I was like, all right, that's enough. That's enough, boys.
Yeah, a lot of considerably lewd material.
I have Bowset's muted for me too, but I have Sans muted.
I see.
That's fair.
I haven't muted that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's understandable. I don't have it muted because I kind of like those kind of memes, but I never followed anyone who brought anything that made me particularly despise it.
yeah, me either. I mean,
Yeah.
just,
Turumo, you got things muted or what?
Nope, everything's unmuted. I have nothing muted.
Someone likes to live on the edge.
I decided to check my blocked accounts. I think I have like nearly like 200 accounts I have blocked.
So do I, but that's because I tried doing this funny experiment. I'm okay. So I have.
why so many?
Alright, fuckers. Don't think I'm some sort of like cuck. I have 125 accounts blocked on Twitter, but the joke is they're all brand accounts.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean-
yes, a lot of mine are brand
Yeah,
accounts as well.
They are all branded accounts, just so I can like get the weird ass ads on Twitter.
Yeah, you get some weird stuff, and sometimes you'll get like really, really local stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have that many brands. I blocked the annoying ones. I have Shell, like the gas company, blocked. I don't remember why I blocked them, but that's like the one major company I have blocked. And then I have like a bunch of NFT company accounts blocked as well.
Is that still a thing, or has it died off yet?
It's still
I
a
think
thing.
people gave up on it, but tech bros are still trying to hold on.
All right, next question. Danjin, are you gonna sell Borfstar NFTs?
Yes, I will. A ton of them actually.
Absolutely not.
Buy it.
Fuck it. I feel like Terumo would be the first one to start NFTs, unironically.
What would he sell?
A image of a pig as an NFT.
Dude, don't you dare fucking do it. Don't take that as a proposition or an idea. Don't fucking do it.
Do it. Make my day.
I'll buy
Don't.
it.
Oh,
Who would?
you guys,
How long have they even been around now? I mean, I've seen them popping up earlier this year, but I mean, I would imagine they're older than they actually
Oh,
are.
I don't know. It's been around for like probably like 6 years maybe. Like NFTs have been around for
I
a
was
while
wondering
now.
because, I mean, people are shoving it into my face
Yeah.
as of recently. I mean, it's been trending.
For
Oh, here's
whatever
a-
reason.
here's a good question. This is for the old heads out there. Do any of you remember the chick? She used to be like kind of a meme. Like she would go around being like, "Hi, my name is Botsy."
Yeah, I've
She's
seen
like this fucking
my
still
God.
around. You guys remember Botsy?
I never
Yeah, I
watched her,
remember
but I
that.
know the name.
Okay, so Botsy, the person behind her, has an NFT where it's the original like thumbnail image of the Botsy video.
Of course she does.
why.
I almost as a joke as like temptation of like just being a shitlord almost bought one.
Oh my
Oh.
You wouldn't. That would have been a waste of money.
but funny.
No, it wouldn't have even been funny.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of funny until you realize, like, wow, this was a huge mistake. Like, what a fucking waste of money.
I imagine like I get my statement from my bank and I just see like $13.95 for Botsy NFT. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why did I do this?
They restrict your access to your bank account because of that.
Oh my god,
No, that's
that
what.
reminds me how.
That's what we should have done. We should have told Danjin when he was drunk to buy an NFT.
No.
God damn it! We could. Okay? Do you think we could have convinced drunk Danjin to buy an NFT?
I don't know. I probably would have done anything.
I don't think
So-
you could
well,
convince me if I was blacked out.
I'm sure even if I wanted to, I mean, you see now I was drawing, I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to tell where the purchase button even was. I mean,
I
That's
feel like Saber
how
and I
bad
would
it
have to
was.
be there in person and get you fucking wasted, and then lead your hand to the NFT page to buy.
And then you just wake up. You just wake up and then you check. You're like, or like one day you check your bank account. Garfield NFT
You're like minus $200 because you just bought a bunch of NFTs.
of Garfield.
I could literally be blackout drunk in the second you mention NFTs. I would be stone cold sober and kick you out immediately.
Oh my god, that's yeah.
That'd
That
be
do be
something.
that, but funny. It's for me, it's like NFTs are fucking memes. So, but speaking of going back to Twitter, Danji and I have we all of us have a funny story about this Borfstar account Twitter because people. To preface this, people like to think Danjin is liking Jones.
because I am.
Even despite like the whole meme of like, oh yeah, Danjin and Lycan are the same person, but for legitimate, I think Yuri thought he was liking Jones, and a few other friends of mine thought that Danjin was liking Jones's Twitter account, just
Okay.
like name changed.
Hold up for a second.
would've
I know
believed it.
literally. I don't. This probably isn't an appropriate time, but I was rolling an FGO and I got Avenger Mao Nobu. Just had to say it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Nice.
Continue.
Very nice. Yeah. So everybody thought for the longest time that unironically Danjin was liking Jones, or now formerly now an artist known as Krallips.
Yeah, I've had people messaging me
So
like right after Lycan would leave. Are you Lycan Jones? Like these messages, like I suspected you were Lycan Jones. Like shit, that would creep me out. You know?
yeah,
It's
then
just
I get
like,
people
what the
being
fuck?
like, "Where's?" I got people coming to me being like, "Where's Lycan Jones?"
Right. I mean,
And then like you left Twitter for a while, and then I got people being like, "Where's Dan Rooney?"
oh god.
So this whole conversation leads up to a page on Twitter called now it's called Borfstar Sucks, and it is a privated Twitter page. But before that, it was called Fist of the Borfstar fan page, and they were a fan page dedicated to Fist of the Borfstar,
Yeah.
where they just kind of retweeted like Borfstar people talking about Borfstar from like 3 years ago, even to like now when I'd mention as a joke like Borf D's nuts or something. And they one time DM'd me and they're like, "Do you know anything about the new release for Danjan Rooney's Borfstar?" I'm like, "Let me ask him." And then Danjan was like, "Yeah, tell him it's coming out never. And if he if he tweets at me again, I'm I'm deleting it." Gosh.
He went crazy.
No, okay, this is before you went crazy. We legitimately gave him like, okay, like expect something to be released like June. And he's like, okay, cool. And then Danjan came back, and he and I kind of started doing a little bit of... We did a little trolling.
Do a little bit of trolling. Mild amount of tomfoolery.
We did a mild bit of tomfoolery. And we started saying things like, "Oh yeah, I have the entirety of Borstar reanimated on a Google Drive. It's up to me to upload it, but I don't think I will." So the page started going crazy. And it's like, "Oh," he's like, "I hate Danjan Rooney." Ah! Yeah, he's like, "If I see Danjan Rooney, I'm gonna kill him." And then as a joke, I quote tweeted his tweet where he's like, I'm gonna kill Danjan, with the gif of Bob from The Incredibles going like, "Yeah, me too, kid." And it led to him blocking me because he started posting like a weird like racist stuff too. Like he just like it's so funny how like the minute you like get some like kid on the internet mad.
I just blocked him as a joke originally, though. I mean,
you blocked him as a joke.
Yes, I mean, I just blocked him and he started flipping the fuck out. Like, what the hell?
Like I said, we do a little trolling.
We engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery.
So yeah, we.
Then he started sending weird shit. He sent pictures to me. I didn't respond to him, but like he sent weird images to me. He changed his profile picture to an Among Us crewmate twerking, and I don't know. He just went off on the deep end.
Yeah, and it's been like a few weeks now, but he still has. He blocked me. I did not block him. He blocked me because I kept doing a little bit of tomfoolery on him. So.
Is he even still around now, or?
I keep checking every once in a while to see if like he's calmed down now. Maybe with the release of your episode, we finally have the chance. Maybe he'll calm down and revert back to his old ways, because now he's satisfied. But speaking of your new episode, it was great. It was a good choice to split it into 2 parts and give us next part like in a month or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally gonna be released in September.
September release.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why we decided to split up the episode into separate parts is, the 25-minute mark, I mean, it was too much for me. I mean, I just felt like it would be better to, dissect the episode. That way we could focus our work more on where it actually matters, rather than being minimal with where we were.
I think you and the boys did great.
Thank you.
It was
yeah. Shout out to them too.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
they did
Shout
a
out
really nice job.
To your whole crew. Maybe we'll get them on the podcast sooner or later. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
But I think for me, the funniest thing is like when it goes to the credit sequence of the cars. Very nice credit sequence. I like it a lot. But the next,
Well, originally for the 25-minute episode, we were gonna have it be a animated outro, but I mean, I just feel like it'd be easier just to have like stock
I
footage.
think it was a good move.
I mean, having that upscaled
The
footage.
funniest.
You go first.
Oh, okay. The funniest thing for me was after you said like directed by Danger and Rooney, then you put the producers, yourself, and then me, Taviface TV. For some reason, seeing my name on that made me feel like I'm Shigeru Miyamoto, saying like presenting the new Super Mario game. And if you check the credits for the game, he doesn't do anything involving it. He's just like presenting it. I don't know why. I just felt like like Shigeru Miyamoto acting like he did all the work on the new Mario game.
So I know you do. I know you do the most work on it. So your names would appear the most in the credits. But to me, that feels like how if you start a mission in Metal Gear 5, the Phantom Pain, and you like it'll have like
Directed by Hideo Kojima.
yeah, it'll just have his name like everywhere. It's just like you should
Directed by Danger and Rooney.
you should for another episode you should just put Hideo Kojima somewhere randomly.
Actually, I forgot to credit myself and Mango as writers for the episode. So, instead of doing that, I just randomly put Keemstar in the description. Written by Keemstar. Yeah, just doing shit like that.
Like randomly, you should just credit us for stuff that we do, but we didn't even take part in doing. So like for like audio, you should just credit Swine Ass Terumo.
Oh no. It was great.
I should just grab random people off the internet and tag them into this. Just say like, thank you for working on this.
Just like tag Barack Obama as like an actor or something. Be like, shout out to Obama, he did a lot of work on this.
Do you imagine if he like responded to that? I mean, like,
He would block
That'd be
you.
fucking. That'd be
probably.
epic.
He would definitely block
Epic.
you.
Probably.
No, I don't think he would block you.
No, I think he would block me.
But besides that,
My fellow Americans.
well, guys,
Fourth star.
let me be clear, and then he disappears. Well, it's about that time. It's time for us to say goodbye. I must go now. My planet needs me. But for real, we're getting near the end. We're wrapping up the episode.
Okay.
Right?
I'll cut this part and then. All right, Danjin, thanks for coming along.
Yeah, thanks for having me on this episode. I mean, just having a small circle of people talking around.
Yeah, that's what we do here. A little bit of talk, a little bit of
A
trolling.
little bit of banter.
Engaging in conversation.
Which is why I'd like to announce that I just purchased an NFT in Danjin's name.
No!
I'm kidding. That would be funny though if I just like, when we're talking about NFTs, I went to some random page and I'm like, fuck it.
Actually, here's one eBay listing I found a while back. Like, here, let me put it in the Discord real quick. Yeah, take a look at that.
I'm not buying that shit. Nah,
Buy
get
it.
to the person doing that eBay sale, stop it, or else I'm gonna call the police on you for domestic terrorism. I think as someone who worked on the original, or at least like watched the original Morphstar get worked on, I deserve at least like 20% of the profits.
Oh, that's a bit much.
But regardless of me working out that legal stuff, thank you again, Danjin, for coming on to Big Fellas.
Yeah, no problem.
Opie.
No, it was all. Please, it was all my pleasure, milady. Tip of the fedora to you.
Hope we get to have you on again sometime.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, thank you for listening to Big Fellas episode 3, Revenge of the Danjin. I've been your host, Tav, followed by my other co-host, if they want to go in order. Saber.
Saber is me. Yep.
It's me, Yuri.
Me, Terumo.
And a guest,
Lycan.
and of course our guest, Lycan Jones. I mean Danjin Rooney. I mean Pilot Red Sun. I mean Boy RD. I mean, yeah, it's just
Borfstar fan.
Danjin Rooney.
Borfstar fan page.
I mean, beautiful Dwayne.
Anton.
It's the most you ever lost on a coin toss, Chav.
No country for meal boys.